Yes, they did. Good afternoon. No. Hey, goody. I don't know where you are. Good life.
Afternoon
Good
somewhere.
time of day.
Good time zone.
Welcome to Blackwater D&D, where we split the party and we don't have any regrets.
No
It's
regrets.
called Elite Strats. We're playing 4D chess with Tim. The
And Tim's
strat
playing
is
D&D.
force your DM to
Plan
prep
so much.
an impossible amount, and then you'll beat him because
Yeah,
you
win
will
every time.
find the weakness.
Exhaust your DM.
Mm-hmm.
Just really run him down.
Yeah. If this is your first time with us here at
Long
Blackwater
game.
D&D, boy, did you pick an episode
Boy, howdy.
You truly did.
to arrive. Em, how bad is it?
Well, I'll tell you what I observed over the last 3 days for watching Tim plan is basically at the last minute, like just before we're about to go to bed, Tim being like, oh, fuck, I have to go do this thing. And that's been happening for 3 days. So
What you've described is every night of my life. Right,
Just
right
like-
as I'm about to fall asleep, I'm like, oh, that's a thought that I need to deal with right now.
It's like I created a mechanic, then I was like, oh, that means I'm gonna have to build these things. It's like,
and he,
Tim,
he
have you
had-
ever considered while the group is split, just killing one of the subgroups?
no,
It would make things much
Would
simpler.
make
I mean,
things
Kale
much
I'll let
almost
the
simpler.
dice
died
do that.
last
I'll
week.
let the dice
I
do
did.
that.
You almost
tried.
died
I
last
tried
week,
to
my
help.
dear.
It'll
Well,
make
Kale
Blackwater
doesn't
much
know-
more
Kale
streamlined.
doesn't know that.
Yeah,
Mm.
Neppy knows that. And I think that's just something she's just going to hold on to and just carry for a little while. And that's fine. But I am going to jump into announcements. Yes, Willow, Yanis did choose violence each and every day, and I love him for it. Big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary. We are also proud to be sponsored by Modern Arcana, makers of fine shirts, prints, and mugs. I can't look at you, Yanis. I have to put the thing over your face. If something tickles your fancy, entered the code Blackwater for a discount. Love is always to our dice goddess Keisha. Check her out at fairydragon_dice. And our artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic. You can find her at mistart_marston on Instagram. I keep begging her to join Twitter, and one day she will. Because her art is amazing. Also, like a catalog of her art is on Art Station, so like you should go over there and look too, because she's amazing. Tiana's commissions are open for a short time, not a long time. So please go over there and get yourself some art. You're all frozen, aren't you? You're all freezing yourselves. I hate you all. But Keisha's commissions are not open, unfortunately, but you can go admire her dice all over the place. Speaking of art, do you want to get some art on your bod? We have a merch store. Type !merch in the chat to find a link to our Redbubble store, where you can find a bunch of designs that you can put on shirts and hoodies and shower curtains and aprons and journals and dad hats and more. I'm really working hard on jorts. Really working on that. God, Sean's doing it too. You fuckers. What is amazing also is our Discord. Our Discord is an amazing place. Type !Discord to come hang out. While we're streaming, stay on here in the Twitch chat, because you know that's all the cool kids are here. A big thank you to those of you who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your subscriptions, because they don't roll over every month. You can also sub with your Amazon Prime, and every free Twitch sub, oh my God, you get a free Twitch sub with every Amazon Prime. Gosh, you're all breaking me this evening and I can't even see you. If you'd like to support our show above and beyond a subscription, type !donate in the chat. We're just also really thankful to have you here watching the rest of the cast freeze while I try and get through these announcements. If you need to get caught up, head on over to our YouTube, because boy howdy, YouTube is lovely.
One down.
The fortitude, I can't believe it.
If you don't follow us on YouTube already, you should. I don't know why you don't do that. So go follow us on YouTube and then come back. We post everything on YouTube, usually the day after, so you can watch it here on Twitch on demand. Whatever you choose, you can do that. But YouTube is also a delightful place as well. Before I jump into our programming this week, Len is up to some fun things on their channel. I don't know if Len will break, but maybe not Len.
I'm
Len.
not freezing.
Okay, Len, what are you doing on your channel this week?
I'm playing some games tomorrow, like usual. I play a bunch of games on Sundays, but in 2 weeks, I'm doing a possible 72-hour stream for my birthday
For your
and 1 year
birthday?
subathon and 20 months sobriety. So that's in 2 weeks.
Yay.
Awesome. Sean's
Very
crying.
excited.
He's so happy about it.
I know, Sean's crying. He's so excited.
Sean loves to cry on the internet. He loves to do that.
And Yanis is so excited he's breathing.
He's simply alive. He's alive with
He's-
excitement.
Yeah, he's breathing.
I think we stretch this out. I think now
I should
that
just go really slowly through the rest
I
of
was
the
doing fine,
announcements.
and a big
True.
fat tear rolled down my face, and it fucked me. So I think we just really stretch out these announcements. Tell
stretch
me
'em.
more about Legend Craft and Modern Arcana.
I'd love to, but Adam, I'd
Yeah.
also like you. Are you doing anything on your channel this week?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Cool. Cody also does wonderful things. So please,
Alright.
if one of our wonderful mods can shout out both Adam and Cody in the chat, please go follow these wonderful folks who create beautiful things on their channels because we love them very, very much. For us, programming this week, holy bananas. Adam and I are back on Monday with the chillest stream around. More chill than Sean and Yanis are right now, if you can believe it.
Mhm.
Adam and I will be
Where
continuing
we will
to
stare
paint.
at the camera for 2
We'll
hours
stare
straight.
longingly at you.
Just, yeah.
And we're excited to continue painting minis. I am going to continue painting my boat for you, or my boat, Yanis's boat. And hopefully he'll cry with elatement and be unfrozen by then, so I can give it to him. And then on Wednesday, holy crap, we're back with DM Roulette. It is that time again, and we are very excited to welcome some awesome guests from Idle Champions, Wizards, and all things D&D. The amazing Lauren Urban will be, you might know her as Lauren Oboe. She's an amazing DM and RPG player. She's all over the RPG things. She's
Getting
joining us.
empathy tears.
And I'm really,
Sean is
really
visibly
excited.
shaken.
I'm really excited to have. This is his bed. He has to lie.
We broke him.
Yes. This is. We're really excited to have Lauren join us. She's super stoked for DM Roulette, and also friends of ours from the wonderful channel Careful Cantrip. Their DM Dave is going to be coming to hang out with us too. We're really, really stoked to have these fantastic creators, and there might be one more person coming to join us if I can make sure to nail them down. If not, you'll be seeing me as well as the rest of the boys here. We're going to have a wonderful time. DM Roulette on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for one of our Wednesday wonders. And then we are back next week with episode 81. And
I feel like Yanis's face.
I'm not
right now
done
is
yet.
Like a
I'm not
freeze
done.
frame of him taking a bad poo. Like-
I'm not done yet. Because lastly, if you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. We love you immensely. And thank you for hanging with us at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. And you're going to watch us fucking win D&D tonight. So Cody, roll the goddamn clip. Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Oh,
Tim, just
Cody.
before we get into it, I would just like to say what was really challenging about that is when I started, I was watching Yanis being like, oh, what's he gonna do? And then I realized I was like, this is a good bit. I can pick up on this. And so that whole time I wasn't looking at my camera. I was looking at Yanis.
Yeah. I was looking at you, Sean, and then I was like, I want to see what Yanis is doing, but I can't.
And so what broke me is I forget someone said something vaguely funny and I stifled a laugh, but I saw like Yanis's throat clench up as he caught the laugh. And that fucking sent me over the edge because there was nothing I could stare at. And it was the type of thing that my eyes were going in and out of focus. So like, I was like, and like
I think-
everything that
I think
wasn't
we're gonna
Yanis was
kill
just like
Yanis if we're not
completely-
careful.
Yanis's new thing, like, because he did marathon running, which was to
Yeah.
punish his body. Is his new thing to just punish his eyes? Like,
No, his new thing is to punish himself with
Punish
these
us.
bits during our.
I'm also
our
low-key
intros.
disappointed because he said something about subsidiary filming and
It's
like,
true.
and
Maybe he filmed this.
maybe
already.
he's filmed this, but like that seems like a weird thing to do.
Well, we'll see if Neppy sees that Khale is absolutely broken. Tim, take it away.
So, for those of you just joining us tonight, Last week, Blackwater confronted Garion in the Crucible of Moradin as they worked to purge the corruption of the Divine Forge. Kali dealt a decisive blow against the devil, which caused him to flee back to hell. As he fled, Kali pursued, along with Letters and Finin, who ultimately killed the devil. In doing so, closing the portal between hell and the Crucible, trapping Kali, Finin, and Letters in Stygia. Meanwhile, Neppy and Khale and Clak went back to Cyr-Ang-Dun to implore Moradin for his help getting their friends back. But when they arrived, they found a massive crowd of people packed into the Hearth of Ages as Cyr-Ang-Dun had come under attack from the Matron of Vengeance. As they went to the main hall, they saw Moradin be overwhelmed by shadowy dwarves and finally killed by Cordelia, the revenant champion of the Matron, wielding Anvil Breaker, and taking on briefly the likeness of Ludebeck, driving it into the eye of Moradin, whose divine soul spilling out blew a hole in the side of the mountain. Cordelia proceeded to put Moradin's hammer into the negative energy plane, and Khale went to grab it, only to fall prey to a counterspell, and tried to escape, only to fall prey to a counterspell, and Cordelia delivered a devastating blow, rendering him unconscious as the negative energy plane began to destroy his body. Neppy rushed in and just managed to plane shift him out after healing him as they returned to the Crucible, leaving Magrin and Clak in Cyr-Ang-Dun with the rest of the citizens packed into the Hearth. And that is where we pick up.
Forgot about Clak.
We will pick up. Where would you like to start? Would you like to start in the Crucible? Would you like to start in Hell?
I would like to start with the Crucible so that Khale has to.
Yeah, I need to
say
see Giannis
something.
move. It's starting to make me. I'm having a hard time breathing because I'm having like he's muted too.
You're muted.
Oh, that's a
you
cheat.
did it.
It was hard because I was almost drooling. Like, it's the eyes were one thing, but you can't swallow. So it's just like, anyways.
Really?
Don't fight me. Go.
I want this filmed bit next time. All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Adam, you're sounding crazy.
All right. So back in the Crucible, you have just
The bit is
arrived
gaslight
by a
Adam.
plane shift. You have the hammer that Moradin was wielding. What would you like to do?
Okay, I have no magic. I can't get us anywhere unless we sleep. I can't send. I can't do anything.
I'm also quite tired and a little sore.
Well, let me at least heal you before we go to bed. I can do that much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put a hold on here. I'm gonna put a 2 second level cure wounds into Khale. Oh my god, where are my fucking dice? I don't even have my dice out yet. I'll use a dice roller.
Tim, do I know what plane we're on?
You know you're in the Crucible. You're
We're
not
in it.
sure exactly what plane the Crucible exists on. You're fairly certain, though, it's its own kind of divine demiplane. Sort of like a pocket.
That is going to be 32 points of healing to you.
Thank you very much.
Clak is stuck. Well, he's not stuck, but he won't leave without as many people as he can. He only has one plane shift back to the Earth plane. He will take as many people as he can and he will go back. But he will have to rest also. So if we rest now, perhaps we can call him before and meet him wherever he is.
I think that's. I mean, we have very limited options with
Yes.
what we can actually do. So yeah, I guess we try and get some rest and.
That's it. I don't know where they are. I can't call them now. I hope they're all right. We'll,
I'm sure they're all right. I mean, they're together. There's the three of them, so. And Clack has got Magrin. He's not completely alone.
yes. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm a bit sore, and I'm worried for Clack. He's I would hope that after the Raven Queen seems to have done what she was after, that she would leave. but I don't know that for certain, so
They were there for Moradin.
I just hope they weren't also there for the forge.
We have no idea. The forge will be protected as much as Magran can, or she will give her life trying. Clak will do everything he can. I have much faith in the both of them. They are strong. Khale, you have to... As this goes on further, there will come time where there will be many people running into rifts. I'll never make you promise to leave me. I would never ask that because I don't want to die. But the negative energy plane hurts me less than most. So for Goddess Grace, please be careful. It could have very easily gone very poorly and you would have died. That would have been it. Nothing. I couldn't have brought you back from that.
You wouldn't have had to. Yeah. It's a strange thing. My memories don't always make sense, and they don't always sort of line up properly. But I remember dying before, and when I do, I usually wake up somewhere else. And I remember dying, and then I woke up here. So for me, it's not, death isn't a scary thing. I will just wake up somewhere else and then do the best that I can there. But for me, it's much more important to make sure that you get home to your children. I mean, Adonis and I don't put labels on things, but he's going to be fine. I mean, he's Adonis, so it's more important for you to get home safe.
I am not scared of your death, or death in general. But the negative plane is beyond death. That is suffering, everlasting. Death is a chapter. It is a transition. It will come for all of us. That is in everything I do. And if your chapter involves you waking up the next day, or whenever, somewhere else, so be it. But not there.
Well, I will do my best to not die there again.
I know. You should take some time with that hammer.
I don't know if it's my place, but
if not yours right now, then whose?
I will. Let me sit with it and see. It's
And if not you, then we find someone who can.
Letus is pretty good with a hammer, but he's not here to use it just yet, so.
We should have taken that war pick. We should have taken that fucking war pick.
Have you seen that pick before?
We were in the Shadowfell. We were in Emperor Ludwig's tomb. So much of the same as with the Empress. Jorgorn, unable to talk to him, surrounded by thousands of undead. But he was not. He was clutching this pick, and we chose to leave it with him, not to rob his tomb. I never thought I'd see the day where I was regretting robbing a tomb, but here we are. I feel like Kokanee would be proud of me.
Well, it's you can't really blame yourself. It's Moradin's own doing that led him down this path. Even though it's indirect.
I have hope that his transition to wherever a god goes when they die, I hope it is peaceful. I think at the end of all things, everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves the grace and respect, even if they are the worst of people. There is grace that comes with a transition. Her grace, Neppy and Khale, watches over them all. I am sure she had a hand in his passing.
We should at some point probably try and make sure that those who are trapped down in hell who followed him do get out now that he's not here.
The souls.
Yeah.
It will not be people, it will be souls.
Well, I mean, the souls down there. I mean, I assumed he would know what to do next to sort of restart the forge, but with him gone, I'm not 100% certain how we're going to do that. But
Okay,
it's a little further down on the to-do list right now.
Well, how much ice is in here, Tim?
The whole thing, like a number of the implements are encased in ice. You do notice though with your passive perception, there is kind of a sheen on everything as things are starting to melt. It seems like it is slowly getting warmer in here, very, very slowly. But you can see that like the ice is starting to look that kind of glassy look. But like the whole kind of center hearth is encased in ice. The anvil is mostly encased in ice. The workbench as well. The walls, the floor. It's all ice.
Once our friends are safe, I think if we're going to go about freeing souls, we have to relight the forge. And Moradin couldn't use the Hearth of Ages because it is Cyr's forge. But I wonder if Cyr's forge keeper will be helpful in restarting Moradin's. I have, as I hold up the nail, I've got this to get here. The last vestige of a now dead god. So, we'll hold this. We'll light a fire tonight here whilst we sleep, and hopefully it melts some of it, but this is a task for perhaps a little bit down the line. Once our friends are safe.
That's priority number one.
Yeah.
Tim, I would spend some time that night just sort of sitting with the hammer. Let me see what I think I'm gonna have to unattune to something if it requires attunement. But I would just sort of.
That's a god's hammer. That's
a
god's hammer.
Yeah, I would sit with it and just sort of see if I could attune to it, and if I could sort of get a sense for like a feel of it. I don't have identify, so like as much as I can do without it.
Okay. So are you want to try to attune to it?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oof.
Ooh, well,
Sorry.
Well, you'll be fine.
I do have a +9, but I don't have any luck left.
This guy's out of luck.
21.
Okay. So as you go to kind of sit with the hammer, you feel it kind of jump to life in your hands as you like kind of steel your force of will, and you do successfully attune to this item. as you feel it kind of resist you for a second and then kind of settle in your hands. And as it does, you see it's a fairly simple, as it sits in your hand, it looks like a simple smith's hammer. You did see when Moradin wielded it, it looked like a war hammer. At the moment, it just looks like a simple artisan's hammer. And you can feel, as you kind of attune to it, it wields immense strength and power, and it does many things. I will send it to you.
All right.
This is the all hammer.
Shit. No, just casually dropping the old hammer. Holy shit.
How would you like me to send it to you, Yanis? Would you like me to email it to you, or Facebook, or?
I'll just send it on Facebook, and then I'll.
Tim, are there
See
other
the-
all implements like the all spoon and the all fork? 'Cause that's my true quest now.
You got to find those gods and take.
The god of breakfast, Tony the Tiger.
While I would see Khale attuning, I would probably lay out a very almost like a burial ritual.
Okay.
I would lay out like a burial ritual in Moradin's forge for him. And I would, even though he is not present, give his last rites and offer prayer to Nepthisiket to watch over him and guide him wherever he transitions next. I'd go the full fucking 9 yards with it. Yeah.
So you lay out your ritual and send a call out to your deity, hoping and wishing him guidance. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you lay down to rest?
I'd light a fire as much as I could to start the heating, just the melting process of this, and make sure that the gate is well and sealed up.
Yes, you
Okay.
check out the gate. It doesn't even there is no gate
There is
anymore.
no gate anymore. Okay.
It's just solid ice, and the fire is small, just with the coldness
Materials.
of the room, and
Yeah.
there's not a ton of flammable materials. Although you're
I could
using
help. I could
some
just.
of the carcasses and things like that
Yeah.
to kind of keep it going. But you do get a small fire sustained.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
gonna have to keep us
see
warm.
the heat radiating out and starting to melt the kind of surrounding area.
So I gave Clak the bag of holding,
Yes, you did.
and in my personal items that I would have kept on me, I have a bag of ancient dwarven coins that we originally found from Cyr-Ang-Dun. I would lay those out as part of the offering as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Who has the mandolin? Just for
Clak.
reference?
Clack's
Clack.
got it. But significant, Clack's got it.
Yeah. And
Gave
that
him
is-
everything.
And that is that I would do. Yeah. And fucking pray for Clak and our friends, and I'd pray for all of them. There, Khale would hear. He doesn't speak Infernal, so he would hear names interspersed between very empowered, passionate prayer. There would be lots of chanting, lots of of supplication. There's incense going all over the place. It's intense. Yeah. And then I would lay down and catch some sleep as fast as I could.
Well, then we will jump over to the folks in Stygia.
I'll tell you, sometimes it feels like it takes a long time to ritually cast Identify, but this time it felt like it took days. But boy, do I have information to share with you three. And I go into my brain laboratory and discover something about the arch.
Finin worries slightly that Letters referred to the three of them as you three, including himself, and worries that maybe Letters is disassociating.
Because you cast Identify on it, correct?
I did.
So you discover that it did hold a kind of a gate spell, but it seems to have been a kind of amplified version of that that was created by this archdevil specifically. And it seems like, from what you glean, it was not just the work of Garion. It seems like there was a few architects of that, of creating that gateway. But ultimately it kind of like Garion was the one who kind of sealed the ritual to do it. And so as he fell, the ritual, the magic collapsed along with him.
Oh boy. I relay that, of course.
So you should be able to recreate the magic cast by multiple high-level devils, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, given enough time, like years of study, absolutely. Definitely not.
Minute, maybe not. Yeah.
No. In terms of our workflow, that's not really realistic.
Cool.
Speaking of realistic, it's cold as fuck. So I'm just keeping this fire up, which I can only imagine is a rarity in this area, which no doubt is going to be drawing attention to us. So we've got
keep an eye out. Yeah.
Be sneaky and freeze to death, because guess who has all my winter gear in his backpack? Our best boy Clak. Didn't think I'd need it.
No, that's fair.
So that's what I got.
I think I look around. It's mostly just like flat tundra, right?
It's mostly just like flat tundra. You can make a perception check though for me. There is some light in the kind of dull gray sky.
First roll of the night. That's a natural 20. So a 30.
Ooh, fresh.
So you can see there is a speck on the horizon. Looks to be very far away. It does kind of stand out to you. It looks... You've seen mountain ranges before. It doesn't look like a mountain range. It looks more man-made, for lack of a better term. As like, it does kind of stand out on this kind of frozen tundra, very, very far away. And knowing kind of the direction that Garion was heading, it was in that direction. So you're not sure if it's kind of fortress or castle or city, you don't know.
It looks, it's so far away and it's a speck, so it's not like a person.
No.
Yeah.
No. It looks
Cool.
like a place.
A place.
Other than that, though, you can see there are kind of dotted around like larger snowdrifts and things like that sort of obscure some of the horizon. So it's not like you just can't see like horizon all the way around. Like there is kind of pockets where there are snowdrifts or similar to where you are kind of like ice formations and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I think I can see something on the weird snow horizon there. Could be a location. I don't know if we want to get friendly with the locals though, or we can just sit tight here. But again, it's all very flat, so anything that approaches us, we'll see it coming for a while.
I mean, we might. I don't know what goes on with this hellish plate. Here's what I think our options are. I feel confident that this thing is busted and probably not gonna unbust itself.
Yeah.
So we can either hang out here and hope that Neppy and Khale can find a way to get to us, which, as far as I can tell, they don't have a portal tuner or whatever to here, so that's tough. Or we start making our way towards demon civilization or devil civilization. Yeah, they all look the same to me. And fucking like hope for the best. Kali, how do you feel about that? Do you have a third option?
I can banish us.
Yeah.
And I just have to wait 8 hours, but then I can banish us and we'll land on our home plane. I can't guarantee it's Wulfrene, but we'll be out of hell.
It will be a roll of the dice a little bit. In like, how much of our planet is covered in ocean, Tim?
A fair amount.
Like, would you say Earth equivalent, like the 70%?
Yeah.
So there's a 70% chance that we do land in the ocean. And I like those odds, to be honest. We've had worse odds.
Kali, can you banish yourself?
To my knowledge, yeah.
You can, what? That's fucking wild. All right, that's a parachute that we just now have that I hadn't considered. I don't love the idea of you being alone in this place for like 16 hours. I think if we're gonna get out, we get out
It's
as
1
a
minute
crew.
each.
No,
I just have to concentrate for 1 minute.
But to get the spell slot back.
yeah, no, I think Kali just needs to
8.
rest.
I just
Oh,
need
and then you
to
can get
rest.
all three of us?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. That feels good to me. That feels like the best option.
Okay.
So I
thought I had
think
said
Uh,
that
let us
last
real-
thing.
How confident a swimmer are you? Could you like tread water for, say, multiple days?
no, but my brain is awesome, so I just go to wherever I want it to be.
Oh, true,
that
true.
plane.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm great.
Kali,
Yeah.
how willing are you to lose your armor?
If it means I'm not in hell.
Right, because
I
I would
mean, I
take.
could hang on to it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Let her
Oh,
down
you
your
take
armor.
it.
Yeah, just in case, drop in the ocean, you won't do so well.
Sink. Yeah. Yeah. There.
Also, again, I just want to play devil's advocate. Very funny, ha ha ha.
Uh-huh.
But we will be separated with maybe not a easy way to find the other people that are spread across, the world. This might be like, I think this is a good plan. I think there's maybe a chance to explore other options before we do this one. I feel like
Okay.
when you said the parachute thing, that really works for me. It's like a parachute pool if we need to. But I worry that like if I end up in Cinderfall and Kali ends up in the middle of the ocean,
Gotcha.
like we
New
gotta
plan. We rest up Kali.
Wow.
We have our parachute. We head towards, and then in that time, maybe the cavalry comes. But if they don't, we head towards
I agree.
Demonopolis, and we fucking wheel and deal, baby. We outdeal the devils.
I think at the very least, someone's glad Geryon is dead.
Probably not the place he was going to.
Yeah,
But
no, that's a good. No, you're
As far as I can tell, there was
there,
no
yeah.
witnesses, baby. So as long as we hang out here at the scene of the crime and rest up here, then we should be absolutely fine.
Didn't you
realize
all-
we should probably move away from this arch? The longer we stay here, the more incriminating it is.
Yeah. His body is not like body. The scattered pieces of his soul
Let's find
essence
a
is like
really
a
good
feet away.
snowdrift. Really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
snowdrift to just kind of cuddle
Didn't
up
you
in.
all say that you went to hell quite recently?
I mean, we did like a crawl, like a bar crawl that
Could
did end up in hell.
could we maybe traverse? I don't know how long it takes. I don't really know much about hell. Could we get to the place where you entered to get out?
I think there's, oh boy, do I not know a lot about the planes, but I think there's multiple planes of hell, and I don't think we're in the type of hell that we went to the first time.
There's not like a staircase or anything.
Hey man, look, I fell in a hole and
There's
ended up
actually
in a devil prison.
There's
so, like,
there's a pole. You
There's a
slide all
pole
the
that
way
you
down.
just slide down, but importantly, you've got to be
Sexy
very
firefighter.
strong to get back up.
Yeah.
It's kind
A
of
lot
like
of-
some go down, but not
You
everyone
gotta
goes
sing
back
while
up.
you go down too.
Oh, that's very weird hell rules, but I mean, that's their prerogative to make it the way they want it to be.
y'all
Right,
want to move away
let's-
from this active
Yeah,
crime
let's
scene?
move away
Absolutely.
from the death scene. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
love
for
that.
sure.
All right.
right.
Who's good at finding a tight place to hide?
Yeah, one of
'Cause
you
it
can
ain't-
make a
I can-
survival check.
I will make the survival check. I am. They're somewhere.
It
We're all
is
so stressed. we forget our
extremely
deaths.
cold.
Oh,
that
you know
the
I'm gonna be
longer that
fucking
you spend
summoning
here-
a fire.
Yeah,
all the way
even with the
along.
fire, it's starting. It's gonna get into your bones.
Oh, that's not good.
How is 20 not natural?
20. Yeah, you find kind of where a snowdrift has come up against sort of one of these ice outcroppings, about an hour away. You kind of spot it, and there is a bit of an overhang with the ice, so you have a little bit of shelter, and you're kind of covered on one side completely, and you have kind of a good view out, so nothing could really approach you from behind.
All right, just Sean Deppner has a poor idea of how cold feels. is this the type of thing, even with my delicious 5-foot square cube bonfire, is this the type of place that you could get a rest, or is that just not a reality that we could?
You can certainly try to get a rest, and if you're like, if there is a bonfire going, like if you're sleeping right next to the bonfire, you probably could get a full rest. But you know that like if there's no source of heat, it's going to be difficult to sleep.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, only Kali needs to get a rest.
Oh yeah, it's you and me keeping watch. There's no, I'm sprightly. I'm ready for the day. Let's do it. We'll just hang out and.
This is colder than Garyang.
Fuck.
Not by much.
Oh,
not by much.
So Garyang is literal hell.
Yeah.
Hell on earth.
Literal hell on earth.
Callie, how do you feel about this? Want to
No, this
scooch up
sounds
next
like the best
to my
plan.
magical fire?
I would love to.
Okay, sick. I can't do. Wait, can I do stuff with it? Can I make it bigger? Oh. If I just tend this fire all
Size
day,
to a point.
fucking control flames. Expand the flames in 5 feet in a direction. I can make a little U of fire around Callie. I'll just
slowly start to cook Kali.
Because every minute I have to recast it, and I'll be like, fucking, ooh.
Yeah, cook me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cook me.
Okay.
Awesome.
So who would like to take the first watch then while Kali is resting?
Well, me. Kidding.
I think I will have to be just like maintaining this fire because I have to cast the spell every minute and like control flames. Like, I think it's just going to be all Finin.
And I'm going to be on watch. Yeah, I am going to every hour cast Deepen Shadow, and I'm basically just going to like pull the light out of the fire and just make it so that it's shedding less light.
All right.
I can't do anything cool like that.
You
Damn.
can make a perception check for your first
Perception.
part of the night.
That's a 28.
28
Rolls, good
So,
perception rolls right now.
You two, because the fire is continuing to go, you're managing to kind of stave off the worst of the cold at the moment. You're not sure how long that will persist as you just have to spend time out here. But you, after about 2 hours, you see a figure. Looks humanoid in shape. It stands probably about 6 feet high, maybe a little over. Standing probably about 100 feet outside of where your kind of alcove is. And it's just watching.
Gross.
What does that mean?
Invisible. Should I?
Yeah, if you just want to invisible over there and be like, hey, our friend's sleeping, like, just don't make any noise, like.
I know. Fade from view. And I'm going to track over to the figure to get a closer look.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Yes.
That immediately makes me nervous, but I remember that Finin is
do I have
so much
advantage
stealthier
for
than
being-
me.
Invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The first one was better, so 25.
Although there is snow, so you would be leaving footprints. But, so what is it?
In knowing that, I'm willing to spend a spell slot to do Pass Without a Trace.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
cool.
It's relatively hard ground. It's not like fresh powder. It's like
Go. It's a
hard
25
tundra.
total.
25, yeah. So you managed to, here, let's see. Yeah, you pad over to the figure. How close do you get?
Close enough to get like features.
Okay. You can see it is wrapped in a dire wolf cloak that you can see kind of comes up and forms kind of a hood over the face. You can see the mouth is completely covered by a large scarf that again looks like some kind of fur. And all you can really see of whoever this is you can see large blue eyes, kind of cat-like blue eyes, and like from the as the hood is a little bit over with it kind of receded, you could see around that looks like there may be some hair, but you're not sure, and the figure is just standing.
Can I help you, friend?
Yes. I was wondering if I could help you.
Okay. Listen, no offense or anything, but like, given that we're in hell, I am tentative to make any kind of deal-based scenario.
Of course, I understand your distrust, but you folks seem lost.
Oh, you know, just getting a vacay in between adventures. Taking some time off, you know. We heard Stygia lovely around this time of year.
I saw what you did to Garion.
Oop.
Was
That's good to know.
quite impressive. But I also know the portal you entered through is gone.
Could I get a name, friend?
You may call me Rhyme.
Rhyme, very appropriate.
And what is your name, tall friend?
You can call me Duncan.
Duncan. Make a deception check for me, please.
Of course. 24.
24.
Go.
Well, Duncan, I assume if you were able to leave, you would have done so already. Is this incorrect?
That's not correct. I think that was the right amount of words.
Folks such as yourself generally don't stay for very long here, if they can avoid it.
That's fair. Now, you said you want to help us, and the first thing I thought is, what's in it for you? Again, sorry for the distrust, but
No,
literal
of
head.
course, this is a transaction. Of course, you were right to assume so. I can offer you transportation back to, I assume, the material plane.
That would be nice.
All I require is 3 souls. They do not have to be yours.
Let me talk it over with my team.
Of course.
I'll be right back, and I'm gonna leave. Again, still just invisible. I'm gonna walk over.
Make an intelligence check.
Sure can. Oh, fuck. I think Adam passed the intelligence check. Finin might have with a 15.
As you turn around to head back, you realize something sticks out to you in your conversation with him as you go, how did he know I was tall? As you head back.
Before I go back, I am going to this might cause no, because it's casting a spell. Just invisibility is going to drop, and I'm going to wipe the bottom of my eyes with a shadowy tincture. I'm going to cast True Seeing and look right at this fool.
Okay. It is an illusion.
Yeah. What does he look like underneath the illusion?
Oh no, there is nothing there.
Oh,
That's an illusory double.
I look around.
Make a perception check.
Cool. It's a 22.
22. As you kind of glance through the horizon, you spot near another ice outcropping that's probably about another 100 feet away. You can see a similarly cloaked figure.
I wave at the figure.
It doesn't seem to move.
Then I walk back to the kid. So I'm gonna latch.
First off, I feel like we have to make big decisions, and it's rude. I feel like this would be rude to make these decisions without Kali here. But I don't wanna wake her
Absolutely.
up. But like,
I know
if
I'm also.
I'm not really a man of faith, but if there was someone really, really cool who would allow Kali to be a part of this conversation while not breaking her, like just like a little wake you up from the sleep.
Well,
just
go back to sleep. She can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to sleep.
Is that allowed? Is that
It
allowed?
doesn't have to be.
It has a good
unbroken
gentle
hours of
prodding,
sleep.
gentle prodding. Okay, don't wake up too big. Don't
No
wake
one
up
would
too big.
ever get a
Stay
full
s-
night's rest.
Stay sleepy, but we do have something new. So check it out.
So
You
the
got
demon
it.
wants 3 souls, or the devil. It wants 3 souls in return for us going home to the material plane. My gut reaction is no.
No.
Whose souls? I mean, there's a lot of people whose souls I'd fucking like.
I don't want to be indentured to giving a soul to someone.
Yeah,
in
that feels bad.
hell.
I mean, whose soul? Here, invite him over here. Let's talk about it. I don't want to leave the fire. It's cold as fuck.
Cool. I realized that because I ate the heart of Mars Vike, the cold here
Yeah,
isn't that bad for me.
Yeah, you are feeling it less so. You're definitely like, this actually feels a little bit like home.
my stomach heart
Yeah.
home.
That's true.
And I'm fucking
Yeah.
stoked for you. Hey, illusion guy, come on over here. You don't have to bring your real self. Come on over. Come on.
You watch
Let's
as
talk about this.
the illusion kind of walks over to the edges of the
Oh,
fire.
God.
Yeah, warm your thought form. By the coals.
And like he gives it up. He like puts his hands out against the fire.
God, do I love the commitment to
See
it.
kind of like large, kind of thick gloves.
Hey, what's the deal with these souls? Obviously, we're not going to give you ours. We love those. Whose souls do you
course.
need?
Any humanoid soul will do.
A lot of humanoids down here.
No.
No. I think we need to go kill 3 people and send their souls to him.
Oh,
They
so you
merely-
give us the thing, and we'd like owe you some.
They merely need to die in your presence, and I will give you these. And you watch as the hand kind of reaches into the cloak and pulls out 3 red gemstones. Any humanoid who dies in your vicinity, their souls will be transported into the crystals.
Now, Letters, I see your face. Do you mind just earmuffing real quick? We trying to, or just like stepping a little ways away?
Look, you can step away from the fire if you want to, but I'm staying.
No,
by this
not
fire.
you. Him. Could you
Oh.
earmuffs so that I can talk with my compatriots in private?
Rhyme.
Rhyme.
And he kind of bows and
Thank
steps
you.
back.
Listen, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a really good deal. We will, it'll be our souls. It'll be one of our souls because the
It's
amount of times
anyone's
we
soul.
die around each other is so frequent.
Hey, what's the stance on capital punishment? Just like in Wulfrene, are we an execution city?
I'm not.
Because we could just hang out by a couple
I'm not
public
sending a soul to hell.
executions. You don't have to. I'll go. I'll get some of the
No.
popcorn or whatever, and I'll just like. At this point, I think we could get backstage passes to the public executions.
I'd rather
the
the dice
chances-
roll of Kali sending us back to the ocean
The
than
chances,
doing this.
the 70% chance of us landing in the ocean versus the 98% chance that we send one of our friends to hell.
By accident. But
By
like
accident is
for
much
sure
higher.
that'll happen. We drop like flies in fights.
I mean, he fucking gives it to us. We show up. We put him in a box. Keep him in the keep. Fucking. And
He
then
also
Works
said
like that.
he said any soul that dies with we get mind controlled all the time. So we get mind controlled, I kill like Khale or something, and then Khale's gone forever. Like, it feels
This is-
dangerous.
all right.
This isn't a deal I can make.
Okay. All right.
I am also in the no category.
You wave back over.
We're gonna
Just before we
respectfully-
just before we say anything, these things, do we have to keep them on our person? Like, are they like a set of magic earrings that we can't take off, or are they a thing that we could like put in a box and keep away from our friends until we're ready to go to like someplace for people who deserve to go to hell or whatever?
Well, you will have 1 week to harvest the souls.
Oh,
I
there's
would
the
suggest
catch.
keeping them on you, but if you believe that you can hide them away, should they fall into someone else's hands, though, you will still be bound by our agreement.
That's true. Just cut off my hands.
And should you fail to harvest a soul, your soul will be harvested.
Yeah, with all that
Yeah.
on the table, we're respectfully gonna say no, thank you. But thank you for the offer.
Hey, how do we find you if you change our mind?
You may call me. Are any of you able to send?
I can figure that out.
Yes, well, you know what I look like, and my name is Rhyme.
Rhyme. Oh yeah, sick.
What do you do with the souls?
Well, I sell them here in hell.
Hey, Rhyme. I'm kind of I got a head for faces. Can you pull the mask down real quick so I can just see what's going on there? Because you could just be any cloaked figure. I run into a lot of shadowy cloaked figures. It's
Make a persuasion check.
It's a business courtesy thing. Skills. Persuasion. Oh, with my lovely coat. Okay, 19.
He goes, but of course. And you watch as he kind of pulls the scarf kind of across, and you see a very toothy, cat-like grin behind. You can see kind of white striped fur.
That's great. That's a good face. Strong. A lot of teeth. A lot of teeth in that mouth. And so if I call you, how fast could you get to us? Just like, I'm like, we're at this place. We reconsidered. Please be here now or else we won't be around.
I won't be far.
Love that. All right. All right.
He's wearing gloves.
He is.
Do you mind taking off your gloves for me? Just so I
Why?
know.
Reasons. Please.
We've had a hard time with the Rakshasa recently, and
Well, then I suppose I'm not your first. As he like raises up his hands and they turn around in the wrong direction.
Yep.
just out of professional curiosity, what type of clients do you serve these harvested souls to?
All kinds. I have many liaisons with many powerful people across the hells.
Oh, one more thing. Just, you're my first soul vendor I've come across. Do you have a preference? Like, I know you said any soul, but like, is there a particular, like, adjective that's tied to souls where you're like, ooh, that's choice, you know?
Well, heroes always fetch a high price.
Interesting. Heroes. Okay.
This is not. What would the price be for you to make an introduction for us?
Who would you like to meet?
Finin is better at remembering things than Adam is. What is the name of the devil that Garyon was in contention with? It's Levistus?
Levistus.
Levistus, maybe.
Levistus.
Aye.
You seek an audience with an archdevil.
Well, you know,
You
kill one, meet the other.
Brave souls indeed. Well, the price for that would be at least 2 souls.
Oh, so all like currency, fully souls. Like
That
any
is-
deal we'll make is going to be soul-based currency.
My stock in trade.
Yep. Cool. Very cool. Well, we're gonna weigh our options. We're gonna have a little trips around this terrible place, and then yeah.
Sounds like it's a soft no.
Yeah, for now, no.
Mouse said, very well. Do stay warm.
Thank
You
you.
watch the figure kind of turns, walks back out.
Letter's like, I'm concerned at how like excited you got there at the the prospect of a new business venture. You're not gonna get into soul market, are you? Because that feels like a pivot.
I'm gonna let you know a little secret, Finn. If people think that you want what they want, they're a lot more down to share the information freely. If we're all friendly, then we can talk as friends.
That's
If
fair.
we're adversarial, people keep their cards a little closer to the chest.
That's fair.
Problem, I don't have sending ready today, and it takes me a fucking hour to
Go to sleep.
reconfigure
It's
that.
fine.
No, I fucking can't. I'm the only one who keeps this fire alive. So
Right.
we're not gonna be able to call on that guy unless we just shout really good until we get somewhere out of this freezing fucking cold.
Which probably won't be.
But we don't want to call that guy anyways, because we don't want the easy way
I
out.
don't want to make this whole deal now.
What we could do is have Kali banish you, and then you find a warm place to rest up, and then you teleport back here. It's a very complex plan.
No, I can't. It's planes. I can teleport within a plane, I can't plane shift. If I could just get
Right,
to a
yeah,
different,
you don't have plane
if
shift.
I could,
Yep.
fucking- all right. You know, the plan stays. We're going to Demonopolis.
The person who's casting. Wait, who has the Chaos Talisman? Also, does that allow
Clak.
plane?
Neppy.
Everything that's important, Clak has.
You don't know that. You think
Oh.
Neppy has it.
Excuse
Neppy
me.
has it.
Neppy has it, obviously.
Well, with that information in mind, what we could do is banish you letters.
It's a parachute. We're not.
No. Hear this plan.
Okay,
I think it's a pretty good plan.
okay.
You find Neppy, you get the talisman, and you bring everyone back here, and then Neppy gets us out.
The talisman only goes to the fucking.
That's a bummer. The elemental ones, right?
I say we stick to the plan. Kali, how do you feel about it?
I feel good.
All right,
Go
to
into the
sleep,
city.
Go to sleep. And I'm gonna like brush her hair
Thank you.
and hum a little
Thank you
song.
so much. Thank you so
Right.
much.
You go back to sleep.
Would you like to be cradled? Like I feel like that would be one. Do you don't want to be cradled?
No, thank you.
Cause I'm fuzzy. Like I'm all fuzzy.
Okay, to not be cradled.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll
Thank
just do
you.
the fire thing.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I wonder,
Yeah.
letters. I wonder if we could sell something for souls, and then use hell. So they're already in hell. Like it's
I
too
think
late
it'd
for
be
them.
easier for us to find a soul vendor, fucking murder them, take their stock, and then find this guy.
Yeah, like if they're already in hell, I don't feel too bad.
We are not gonna find people down here. We're gonna find.
Oh no.
devils.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like we could either find a soul vendor and do a crime on them, or just find a soul vendor, sell something of value to them for 3 souls.
Sure.
We'll kill a devil of your choice or something like that, because we're very good at that. We've killed one of the best devils out there for this place, so you know everyone's kind of below that, other than one.
Well, we'll take in the sights of Demonopolis and take it from
Yeah.
there.
Devilopolis, they'll get real mad at you.
Oh fuck! I keep doing that.
Yeah. It's a
But
real
yeah.
faux pas.
Suffice to say, it is not a bad thing to murder anyone we meet down here.
Cool.
Just blanket statement. Anyone
Sweet.
here is okay to kill, and it will be permanent.
Now, I love that train of thought, but we're down here.
No, if we die down here, our fucking souls go wherever, unless someone catches it.
No, I know. I'm just thinking, like, what if we run into like very low chances, but like, you know, I'm overthinking it. That's good. I'm just gonna just look out into the distance and make sure no one approaches.
Good.
All right. So
I just
Kali
sit still for
continues
8
to
hours.
rest.
I love sleeping.
A few hours go by. Finin, I'll have you make another perception check
Yeah.
for me.
Absolutely, I would love to. That's
Blue
25.
and white stripes on the cat.
White, yeah.
25 all told.
25. You hear amongst the kind of blowing wind, you hear a groaning of a kind.
You hear that?
I don't hear shit.
And you see, walking towards your alcove, not directly, but kind of somewhat in line, almost like it would kind of go across. You can see in the distance 2 fairly large figures. They're not moving terribly quickly at the moment. They're kind of lumbering, and you can see one of them looks like it's dragging something on the ground along with it.
I very quickly do minor illusion to just create like a bank of snow between us and them, just as like a snow blind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fucking half the amount of light that the fire gives off, which is that thing I was reading the cantrip can also do.
That's
So you can
dope.
Pull down the light.
We've got like a quarter amount of light, I assume, with the darkened shadow.
With the demon shadows, yeah.
So the groaning gets louder and louder until you can hear it. It sounds like it's almost on the other side of that illusion. Seems to pass by. Slowly, the groaning gets quieter.
Fuck was that? I don't like this place, letters.
Oh, really? Because I'm growing on. Like,
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
bad. It's hell.
Yeah. Ooh.
So,
Well,
Keep
back to staring out
Yeah,
into the
keep staring.
distance.
I'll do my thing.
all right.
Magic.
So the rest of the rest goes relatively quietly. You don't hear the groaning again. You can see, though, in the snow, whatever these creatures were large enough to leave footprints even in the hard ground. You can see what looked like almost like giant footprints. And there is kind of like a trail where it looks like one of them maybe was dragging something.
Hell giants. Sick.
And the rest of your rest continues and finishes.
I wonder if
So I
they're
got
ice
long
giants,
rest.
if they'll recognize me as their people. Because I ate, the king of the ice giants' heart.
I mean, you're tall, but you're not.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll have you make one more perception check just as
Absolutely.
Kali is finishing up.
That's not as good as the ones before. It's a natural 9, so 19.
19. You can see, you kind of look towards where that speck on the horizon was. And you can see movement coming from that direction towards where you are. It still looks like it's a little ways away. Probably, you're not exactly sure how long though. You're not
Is
sure.
Kali like up and going? Like we can move?
Kali's just woken up.
Cool. Right. I'm so sorry to rush you after you've woken, but we need to relocate. I am going to make it so that we don't leave tracks, but we should go now.
Can I bring the fire?
Probably not. For like a little bit.
God, I hate it here.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm going to
No.
cast Pass Without a Trace.
I'll dismiss the fire and be very cold.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace and just try to lead us. I want to try to lead to like a snowbank that has a view of our spot. But it's far enough away that we could obscure ourselves. And I'll mark that spell slot down.
Right, so you
Pass
head
Without a
out
Trace.
away from the alcove.
Yeah.
Kind of move. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. All right, make a stealth check, everyone.
Go. Plus
You can
10.
add that
Oh,
pass without
no.
a trace.
20!
You also add 10.
Hey,
I did.
hey,
Oh no, I'm saying because Len was saying oh no.
it's always an oh no when I have to stealth. A 34 though.
Hell yeah, dude.
I
Also
rolled an
importantly,
18. I rolled an 18.
Tim cannot be tracked except for by magical means. But we don't leave tracks behind of our trap passage.
Right.
But they might magically track us. And I can't control that. So I'm adding a 20 to this, which is a 39.
Okay. Yeah, you all manage to get out very quietly. And you make it over to another kind of outcropping that's probably about a half an hour away. But you have a good view into where you were. As you can see, the things are moving fairly quickly. As they are close enough now with your sight and there isn't much in the way of terrain, you can see they look to be ice devils.
Yeah, I think they like Geryon. I think you're right. That town is pro Geryon and would be very anti us. I can make us look different though. If we need to go to that town, I can make us look different.
I mean, I think that's our best option.
Going to the Devil Town?
Yeah, or we call Rhyme, and we
Don't
just
call Rhyme.
pick our lead. Okay, then we're going to Devil Town.
What about their souls? If we kill them, can
No,
we?
they don't count. It has to
They
be
don't
heat.
count.
You're right, humanoid. Damn.
Humanoid souls.
Right, do we want to try to...
Yeah, we find a
Sneak over-
like a 7-Eleven soul corner
Yeah.
store. We hold it up. We take the souls. We call up Rhyme. We fucking bust out of here.
I don't
These
really
are
want to get on the
feds.
bad side of the devil feds, though.
You know we're food down here, right? Like we are literal currency.
Yeah,
we're
you're
like
not wrong.
we're heroes,
And we're
in
the
hell.
expensive type.
See,
Shit.
this is what I learned talking to him is that we're like the primo shit.
What we
like-
should have found out is what the bad shit is so that we could have looked like that.
We don't want to look like anything that's edible down here. We want to look like demons.
Oh right,
We wanna-
yeah. No,
we
that
want to
makes
look like
more
three
sense.
fucking Rakshasas or some shit. I don't know.
Yep,
All right,
yep,
let's
yep,
go
yep.
to fucking Devil Town. Fuck.
So I'm gonna keep passing the trace up as we like sneak towards Devil Town, and then as we get close, I will change our
Okay,
appearance.
it's a ways away.
Fuck.
It's like you know that like just with your natural intelligence, you would know that
Yeah.
like those devils probably came from Devil Town. So
Right.
it took them basically 8 hours to get to where you are.
Oh shit. Hey, Ladders, could you make us fly? That might speed things up a little bit.
For like 10 minutes.
shit.
All right, decision time right now. Risk the horrors of the ocean, or we make the deal. I leave for a day or two, take care of business, no questions asked, fulfill our oath to rhyme, and we all go wherever we need to go.
I'd rather roll the dice on the ocean.
All right.
Do we just do that right now? Are we not taking this trip to the town?
Well, this is the thing. Do we want to go to Icy Devil Town?
So far
Kali?
away and it's
'Cause-
very cold.
I don't know if I want to go to a town full of devils.
We will not get there undetected because I will not get there without my fires along the way.
Yeah.
I got to travel in comfort. That's like business class at least.
Yeah.
So go to the Devil Town where everyone hates us. Pull the ripcord right now. Call Rhyme. Kali, what do you think?
I don't want to call Rhyme, and I don't want to go to the Devil Town.
It looks like ripcord it is.
Kali,
Kali-
you want to go first, or
Yeah, but make sure that you have Kali's armor. I don't want Kali hitting the water covered in metal. But yeah, I can go first.
okay? Let's banish our friend.
I got a long rest, yeah.
Yep.
This is such a risky play. Should I get a D100 ready, Tim?
Yes, please.
I have it in my hand.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna. Are we somewhere relatively safe? I have to concentrate
Yeah, you
for
are
a
in
minute.
kind of like a little outcropping, basically. So you're hidden from where you were.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going to cast banishment on Finin then.
Okay. Roll me a
This
D100.
is a wild use of this spell.
Okay. As a 74.
74. Okay. You.
So let's get
Scroll down. I'm
The
looking at
Temple
here.
in Cinderfall.
So Finin,
Oh God.
fuck.
you feel yourself as you let the spell happen.
Yeah.
You find yourself as you kind of open your eyes in a familiar place.
No
You
way.
stand in the courtyard of Temple Philenis.
Oh fuck
And
me!
you see a bunch of priestesses kind of like,
I am so sorry for swearing in your temple. It's just like
no,
there was a
all right.
real low chance of this happening, and I'm real glad this happened.
Of course.
This is not the ocean. When I look at them, not the
And
ocean.
you see one of them kind of like, I will go and fetch Tish.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. No one else is coming. Just me today. Real weird vibe, but just me today. Holy. Oh, I'm not in the ocean. I'm not in the ocean. I do come.
As you see, Tish comes down.
Hi.
Finin,
Hi.
What are you doing here?
We were in hell.
What?
And the only way we could get out was Kali banishing us. I'm the first to go, so fingers crossed we see more of us, but very unlikely. But I got banished here and not the ocean, which I was very afraid of. I didn't want to let on to the others that I was really afraid of it, but it was really, really scary to just like, could you imagine just landing in the middle of the ocean just forever? Like you can't get I can't teleport. That's death for me.
No, that sounds.
I could
awful.
fly for a little bit, but you know.
Are you going back? Or are you?
I have no means to. So,
All right.
I'm gonna chill out here. If you could send a sending to Neppy, that would be a huge favor to me.
Yes.
Cool.
I can do that.
She is maybe on this plane, maybe not. I don't know. We haven't seen each other in a while. As
So-
in, we haven't seen each other in a day, but we got separated because we went to hell.
She is able to cast Sending to Neppy.
Been in
and
his full
this
relief.
would be kind of just corresponding with you finishing your long
Oh,
rest
good.
in
We
the
lined it
Crucible.
up.
As you both kind of took 8 hours, or about the same time, as Oftish. Hi, Penny. It's Oftish. Finin is here. I'm not sure where the others are, but he was banished and showed up here. Blessings. Miss you.
I love that currently on screen right now, my voice is just coming from the void, which is perfect. This
It's
is
sending,
perfect for
which is
this.
sending.
This is
exactly.
sending.
You're just sending.
Hi, Tish. Glad he's all right. We're coming soon. It's a long story. We'll be there in under 24 hours, hopefully. Blessings, darling. Love you.
She relays that information to you, Finin.
Thank you, Aftish. You're an absolute gem. This might be asking too much. There's no way for me to get from here to the other Temple Caracal, is there?
Well, I guess I could see if I could arrange something.
Don't want to be an imposition.
No, I'm not supposed to leave myself, but Velvari, she might be able to.
Very cool, very groovy. If that can happen, that's great. If not, I'll just chill out here. It's not a problem. But you know, if I've got 24 hours to kill, I'd love to do it at home.
I will speak with her.
You're amazing.
She doesn't leave the temple much, but I think it would be good for her to see the new temple Caracal.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so she goes and meets with Velvari.
Finna does some more air punches and
yeah.
kicks, just full
What is
relief.
Velvari's title again?
Knowledge keeper,
Knowledge keeper,
Velvari.
yes. Velvari.
She would be a knowledge cleric.
And she meets with her, and Velvari comes up a little bit later. Yes, well, I happen to have a scroll of teleportation, but I've never been to Wulfrene, so
I'll be your guide.
would perhaps you like to use the scroll?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can see she has like a little satchel with like some art supplies and like pens and like ink and parchment to write on.
So here's what happens. Finin, using the scroll of teleportation, thinks about Temple Caracal. And I did roll a d20 and I rolled a 2 because the place that he associates with Temple Caracal is Trixie's room. So he does teleport them both to Trixie's room because that's just like what he thinks of when he thinks of Temple Caracal. And it's just like an intrusive thought that gets in the way of teleport. Where I'm just like, Caracal, room?
And just before you leave, Oftish lets you know that I'll relay the information to Penny. To Nepentha.
Very much appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Zimzalabim.
All right, and you head there, and you arrive in Trixie's room, as she's kind of like just finished putting on her robe. She's like,
Hi. So, that's not where I meant to land. Hi. Finn blushes so.
Knowledge Keeper Velvari, and she drops to her knee.
Oh my god!
It's like it just giggling at this point. No, it's all right. I didn't. I think we were a little off course, but
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I'm not very familiar with this temple, and so sometimes you can like kind of land in random places. Hi, random person, acolyte, and I'm gonna like let's go on a tour.
make a deception check at disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Lying to the knowledge keeper, you nutball.
That is still a 15 with a natural 5.
So as Velvara just kind of yes, and she lets herself out of the room, and Trixie comes over and slaps you on the arm playfully.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
She laughs.
We're trying to go to the center place, but I'm always here. I always sneak here first, and so like it just like happened. I was in hell, and then I wasn't in the ocean. I will explain later. I'm really glad to see you, and I give her a kiss, and then I like run out to catch up with Velvari.
All right, so Velvari spends some time at Caracal, and Trixie kind of shows her around, and she basically starts kind of soaking it all in, and you know, they agreed to take her around the city as well, and she watches. She's just like furiously taking notes in this beautiful kind of ledger that she has, and really soaking it all in. So we will, yeah.
I don't know if I can offer free meals, but if you go to the Blackwater Bar and Kick Grill, tell Tad to put it on Finnan's tab, and I will cover anything. Just go wild on that Scar fusion. It's got a lot of grit in it. So good.
I'm used to that.
Grit is
in the desert. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you. You've absolutely been a lifesaver here.
Of course. So we'll put a pin in that for a second, and
Absolutely.
we will jump back to Stygia.
Charming.
As the minute goes by, and Finan remains on his home plane.
Okay. It worked. I hope.
Oh, okay, good. I hope he enjoys the ocean. I hear, a lot of folks, like, they really want, like, houses by the ocean. I don't see really the appeal.
Let's not joke too much about the ocean.
Okay.
Before this. You ready?
Yeah. Just full disclosure, I don't know where I was born. I could be a product of the Scar or the prime material plane. We don't actually know.
I never thought of that.
Bit of a mystery. But I know both those places great. I'll be fine either way.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you
Banish
soon.
me.
And I'm gonna banish letters.
All right, roll a D100 for me, please.
Baby, 86.
86.
This is
We're getting
plain
86
roulette.
on letters.
Yeah,
Got an 86
We
on
love
letters.
playing roulette here, though.
Absolutely, and
So-
this is the most dangerous thing we could do.
Letters.
Yes, sir.
You arrive inside of a house. And there's a warmth to this place and a smell that is immediately familiar to you. You know you've spent time here not that long ago. You can tell by the kind of tree that is a part of this kind of thatched roof and vines creeping down. You're in Karos. And as you kind of look around this fairly simple home, you hear a voice. Who's that? Who's there?
Hey. Sup? I'm Letters.
What?
What
What are you doing in my home? And you watch as from the other room, a very large, elderly minotaur kind of stoops through the doorway. You can see kind of tawny, very gray brown, eyes milky, kind of holding a staff. Who are you?
Well,
What are you doing here?
I'm Letters Blackwater. I'm sorry, sir. I was this is an interplanar mishap. I could be out of here lickety split. Didn't mean to end up here. I'm not here specifically. Haven't touched anything. You have a lovely home. I love the tree. What is that? A birch? Wow. Yeah. Sorry to inconvenience you.
It's all right. Why did you end up in my house?
I don't know. I got banished. I just found out I'm from here. I thought I might have been.
Of course, you're a minotaur.
Well, yeah, but I might have been born on the you ever hear of the Scar? Has Dresda? We got a lot of like Minotaur over there. Have you heard about Dresda?
No, but I know about the Scar.
You do?
I've heard tales. Many a young minotaur snatched in the night. And you can see he starts to weep.
It's
well-
a cursed place.
You know, it has its charms, but
You watch as he goes over to a symbol of Kruha, and you can see he starts to kind of make a small prayer.
Oh my god.
I froze. Yeah. Well, I mean, good news. Pretty much all the Minotaur who are in the Scar have moved over to Dresden on the Amen K. You know, Bakal doesn't exist anymore. It's Dresden now. So we got our own little. Yeah. If there's anyone in specific you're looking for, they're probably out there.
I had a son. But, surely there's no
Well, I'm a
way.
people person. Like, I know everybody. So, like, who are you looking for?
His name was Demetrius.
No, we all have like fun nicknames over there. Like,
Yes, of course.
yeah. So, like, I'm Letters because I was literate when I was tiny. Yeah. What's your name? Sorry.
My name is Anaxagoras. You may call me Anax.
An axe. You can call me a hammer. Oh, no, dumb joke. Sorry.
Make a perception check.
It's a 12.
You can see just kind of you get a glance over his shoulder in the other room, and you can see there are you notice in this house there's a number of dusty bookshelves.
You know, when I was in Karos recently, I didn't see a lot of people who were really into the written word. It was a lot more of an oral tradition over here.
Yes. It's a bit of a curse. I lost my sight a few years ago. But I can't bring myself to get rid of them.
What? Well, I mean, if can I, like, what are they? They must be pretty important then.
They're just books, stories I've collected throughout my life. I've always loved stories. I find they help connect us.
I mean, do you have a favorite? Because I mean, I just crashed in your house. I mean, my eyes work like a treat. I mean, truth be told, I'm a little farsighted, but
Yeah, of course.
fuck, my
Kind of
buddy's got my
steps into
glasses.
into the other room, and you see he comes back with a leather-bound tome. It's quite dusty as he kind of rubs it off, and you can see it's the corners of the pages are all kind of folded and dog-eared.
It's a collected volume. It was a traveler from Karos, and he traveled all over gathering stories. It's beautiful. Here, take it. I
You
don't
want to hear
need
it? I mean, let me read it for you. Look, I got a minute. I'm supposed to be in the ocean, so I think this is a win.
Well, all right. I don't have much in the way of food. I may have some oats, or
Fuck
would you like
yeah.
some tea?
I mean, oats, 100%. Let's oat it up.
See what I have.
Let's go oat in a
You see
boat.
as he kind of goes back into the back room and comes back with kind of a fairly large stack of
Fuck
of
yeah.
oats. It's kind of like half full as he kind of sets it down.
I'm sorry, I don't entertain much. Here.
And he kind of, you watch as he kind of moves over and he kind of sets his cane down and he pulls over a trunk and he grabs a blanket and sets it on.
I don't have another chair, but you're welcome to sit here.
Yeah, I'll pop a squat, easy.
He kind of sits back in his chair.
Yeah, and I'll start reading this here story to Annex.
And you spend, how long would you like to spend reading?
Like, is the story good though?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
cool.
a series of short stories, essentially, of a Kuroshian traveler who didn't leave their name on the book. Like, it was anonymous, essentially, and kind of worked to collect these stories from different places around the world, and essentially collected this volume, but didn't want to ever be credited. More so, just getting these stories that were sort of unheard and untold, and bringing them all together to share with folks.
Well, I mean, I would love to. That sounds great. I'd love to read his favorite one in its entirety, which I assume would be in a short story. What, half an hour, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that in the budget.
And you can see he's weeping as you're reading to him, and you can also see he's kind of mouthing the words along as you're reading.
Oh, thank you. It's been a long time since I've been able to hear those stories.
Do you have anyone around here who can read this for you?
No, my wife died a number of years ago.
Hey, I've got one good teleport in me. If there's not a lot going on here, I mean, I don't know your son personally. Demetrius, thank you. Personally, but I could take you over to Dresden, set you up. I kind of founded the place, so like we could
Make a persuasion check.
yeah, fuck it. Get you a nice spot, like a 2-bedroom, nice solarium.
Folks at home, this is a masterclass of a player knowing something and the character not knowing something, and just fucking what a delight to watch. But it's
he
also
can't
deeply
see how cool my
frustrating.
cape is, can he? Right?
No, he's
I don't get that advantage.
No.
That's an 11.
I still don't think Sean knows what's going on.
I think he's
Well, I wouldn't mind visiting, but I don't think I could stay there. I want to come back here.
Well, I mean, I'm there pretty often, and there are folks who can call me. So, you know, when you've had your fill of the place, and let me tell you, there's a lot to dig into. It's pretty fucking cool. The Dresden players have really tied their act together. It's really, anyways. Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
All right.
I'm a wizard. I don't know if that was clear. I fucking bend the forces of nature to my will, so you know there's no
I
big deal.
assumed you were gifted with the arcane when you arrived so abruptly in my living room.
Well, that wasn't me. Look, if it was me getting me places, I wouldn't have shown up at a random spot. You know what I mean? Except for that one time in the volcano, but I don't talk about that a lot. But yeah, because look, I'd love to stay and chat. And look, genuinely, this book slaps. I've been recently getting in touch with my Kurosian roots, which I see are a little deeper than I may have thought. But yeah, I'll pop you over there. I'm sure someone will know you over there. It's really cool. We've got a good thing going.
Right. Just let me grab a few things.
Yeah, do your thing.
And he heads back and comes back out with kind of a small side bag, and he's wearing kind of like a longer sleeveless cloak.
You want me to hang on to bring some of these books over with you? Someone else?
No,
I know a lot of very literate people over there. They could read them and like no problem. They look at the words and they don't even have to sound it out or nothing.
Maybe a few.
You can see like he has memorized where all of his books are. Like he knows it off by heart. As you see, he picks out a few and tucks it into his bag.
All right.
Cool.
And you see he goes and locks his door.
Ready when you are.
Do you have like a card or something? Just like a coaster that you don't love that you wouldn't mind me hanging on to?
Why?
It's just a place, something I could associate with this place. Because I borrow books. I don't just take, like, you're going to get this book back. I don't want my book to be the connection to this. It's so I can get you back here safely and not end up in a volcano.
No, you
again.
should take it.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm not going to fight you on that one. All right. You ready? All right, here, take my hand. It's
Grab your hand.
equidistant between us. Oh, you're good at that. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Zimzalabin. And I'm going to take us to the Dresden Trading Company.
Okay. So you arrive in Dresda with an axe, and we will put a pin in that, and we will jump back to Kali.
That was very well done, Sean.
Tim. I can't send myself back.
Do you not have the spell slot? Okay. So as you feel the minute pass, you stand there in the cold. As you can see now, those ice devils examining the alcove where you were hiding before. You can see there's 3 of them as they kind of poke around. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Lennon!
Buddy, can you bring us all back from the
your
void?
friends.
Oh gosh. Bring us all back. Holy bananas. We are gonna be back in a tight 8, so please grab your cold weather gear to hang out with Kali and Hal. Grab a beverage, grab some snacks. We love you. Thank you to all the new viewers hanging out in chat. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Soon.
And the new subs, we love you. We'll see you soon. Bye.
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 Oh hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I think we're back.
No.
Are we back?
We're back.
We
I think
back,
we're back.
baby.
We're back. Len is stepped away for a second.
It was
so
Yappa
we-
Clock.
Oh, it was
All
Yappa
right,
Clock,
then
yeah.
let's take that moment then to jump back to the Crucible,
To eat my soup.
where you two have finished your 8-hour rest. You can see the forge has somewhat unthawed a little bit more. There are kind of pools of water starting to appear, slowly but surely. What would you like to do, you two?
I would have gotten the call from Aftish that Finin had both been at Philenis and was gone, and then has gone back to Wulfrene.
Mhm.
I haven't yet got to get a call from Letters, so I have no idea where he is. I'm gonna, Kyle, unless you have anything else, I'm gonna immediately send to Clak.
Yes. No, of course.
I'm gonna cast sending to Clak.
Okay, roll a D100, see if it goes through.
Oh, my dice. I'm so sorry. I'm such an asshole. We don't roll dice here.
Just so we all know, walking to the kitchen to get this yup, actually shaking. Legs are shaking.
Well, so Kali doesn't have their armor.
No, they
I did not give it to Letters. If Letters had asked for my armor, I would have said no.
Letters didn't ask because
true.
he's a dummy. He was really cold. He's from a desert planet.
That's a 30 that goes through.
What would you like to say?
Where are you? Which plane? Are you okay? Is Magrin with you? We can be there imminently. I know Finin is safe. Please advise.
There is no response.
We've got to go back, right? We've got to go back to the forge. We have to.
We have to go now. We go now, and I plane shift us immediately into the forge.
Okay. So you arrive back in the forge. I have too many. Where is it? So you arrive back in the forge, and you can see there are not as many folks here. There are a few folks. And you see Magrin.
Where's Clak?
I just want you to know before you see him, we wouldn't have survived without him.
Please take me to him. Now.
So she brings you over in front of the hearth, and you can see Clak is laid out.
I drop to my knees immediately.
I cast Spare the Dying on him, but I didn't get to him right away.
And you can see his vest is torn, revealing the mark of Grumbar on his chest, and his Staff of Wonder is laid next to him. And you can see he has a devastating blow that was dealt to his stomach, sharp and deep, and the surrounding stone-like skin bear large cracks that extend all the way up to his neck.
What happened?
They came for us. And, Clak transformed into some kind of giant stone wolf. And I was able to get most of the folks back in. And I was going to seal the forge. And he pushed me in to block the doorway. And then, someone came up behind him. And as he turned, she hit him right in the stomach.
Cordelia, a revenant.
I must have been. And when he fell, he took on his form, his regular form. And I called out to Cyr. And there was a wave of light that emanated from the hearth. Pushed them back. She fled. They haven't come back.
I take her hands. You did everything you could. You did everything right. This is not on you. Thank you for looking after him.
Sorry,
No. I will not hear any apologies from you, Megran. You did everything right. I don't know if she took his... if she killed him. I will do everything to get his soul back, but I cannot guarantee it. I hope that they have found their way out, because if we are going to get him back, I need letters here. I hold Magran's hand so tightly. I will do everything to bring him back. You know this.
I'm so sorry.
I lean my head in and I press my temple to hers.
We were able to keep the Dawn Prism, but it's not completed yet. I don't know how I'm gonna finish it.
What do you need to finish it?
I need some kind of guidance.
We will find it.
As you stand there, you feel the warmth from the hearth kind of expand out.
Magran, if I know anything of you, if I know anything of anything, I can see faith in another, and it runs so deep in you. Though you may not have Moradin guiding you, you have the Half-Mother.
Aye.
And we will find a way. There is always a way.
Aye.
I can immediately cast Sending to Letters. Letters you need to come to the forge at Cyr-Ang-Dun now. Right now. That's all I said.
Fuck. Gonna need a bit. Little tapped. I'm in Dresda, very safe. Check in with Kali. Finin cool? He might be in the ocean. I think that's 20. I don't know.
Hold on a sec. I'm just marking off my spell slots.
It's 25 is close enough.
The second that Neppy relays that Letters is going to need a bit, Khale's going to teleport to Dresda to go get him. He's not gonna wait. He's gonna go get him.
You can pull us up to 6, Cody.
Where would you like to go in Dresda? Just the trading company?
Yeah, I'll go to the main trading company.
Okay, yeah. You arrive. Doesn't take you very long to find Letters.
This is Jongles. He'll set you up. Oh, fuck, Khale. Oh, that's so great. Annex, it was really good to meet you. Blue Ribbon, gonna treat you great. Annex,
you can see Khale is like shook, like he's pale.
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna say a word. I'm just gonna grab you and I'm gonna say I'm sorry, and I'm gonna teleport us back.
Okay. You all arrive. Letters you see fairly quickly.
Just a
Clak
hand reached upward.
laid out.
I just reached my hand upwards to him to come kneel with me.
Yeah. I do so.
I'm gonna give everything I can, Letters, to give him back.
Did you do the wolf thing? Fuck.
We try. It was not his time.
It's not a revivify, huh? We didn't. Okay. All right.
I have raised head with me.
All right.
Always.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the diamonds for raised dead. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Before I do that, I am going to look to Khale quickly. Khale, it is taking literally everything for me to stay together at this moment, but I need to be practical. Can you sort through our things if they're here? Make sure everything is here. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Letters, I'm going to ask her grace if his soul is willing. And free.
Yeah.
Because if it is not free, then I will claw it out of the negative energy plane myself.
We'll take care of it.
We always do. All right. I take a moment and I'm gonna cast divination. Tim. And my question to I'll just Neppy, I walk over to a corner and I face the wall. And I'm gonna pop myself up in darkness so that nobody can see me. And even though you can't see it, you hear Neppy crying in the dark. Your Grace, you already know what I'm going to ask. You already know. I need to know if his soul is free and willing to return to his body. Please. You looked after him once. And I know you would never let him stray from your side again. Please. Please.
You see familiar cat eyes out of the darkness. You will have to convince Grumbar
to release his soul back to you. He is home. But he may be brought back.
Thank you, Your Grace. Thank you. Thank you. I stay in the darkness for a moment. I try and put myself together. I know that I have to be the one to keep my fucking self together now. Neppy's gone into like full high priestess mode. The darkness drops. I stand and I'm gonna brush off my skirts and turn around and return to Clak and kneel down next to him, diamonds in my hand already.
Thank you, Mad Bad Streams, for the raid. You've joined us at a quite solemn moment.
He is home with Grumbar. A champion returned home. So perhaps it is not him we need to convince, but Grumbar. It would be like if I died and you would have to convince Her Grace to let me back. It is... We ask a god.
I can do that.
So can I. All right. Letters, would you like to go first? Or last? Or in the middle? Your choice.
You take the first shot.
All right.
You're really good at making a good first impression.
I grab Letter's hand, and I grab Khale's hand. There is something Hade said to me that rings in my mind now. That no matter what happens in this moment, there is no one who could call him back like we can. So whether this works or it does not, we sit here with our friend, knowing we gave everything we can. All right. I am going to turn back to Clak. I'm so sorry. I'm trying so hard to keep it together right now. And I am going to open his mouth, gently place the diamonds inside, and I am going to start casting Raise Dead.
To begin the ritual.
Actually, sorry, Tim, can I take that a half step back?
Mm.
And before I would have cast the ritual, I'm going to cast tongues on myself. So I, with the intention, when I start the ritual, that I am speaking straight to Grumbar in Terran, a language I don't speak, out of a sign of the utmost respect to him. I call to you, Grumbar, the Stone Wolf, pleading, begging for the return of your champion. I have known him 2 years. And in that time, there has never been a life that I have seen him greet without changing it entirely. He is small, but he is mighty, the mightiest among us. He has saved this party from death and imminent self-destruction more times than I can count. He has looked me into the eye and challenged me to be a better person, to eschew the trappings of my upbringing, and for me to see all of the grey, from granite to slate, and everything in between. His smile lights up a room. He is the best amongst us. Please. We need him. And if you do not release him, I could completely understand. How could you not want him with you? Once he has finally returned home. I am not a person who begs, and I am begging you, please. We need him. I need him. Thank you. I would be in your debt. Always. And I lean down and, like, cry into him.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, God. $24.
Who would like to go next?
A family is kind of like a house, and when the storms come, you're only as strong as the stone foundation you're built on. And Clak was literally our stone foundation. Without him, this house will fall. And if we fail, everyone will lose. It's not just needing him back for us. Wulfrene needs him back.
Okay. You can make a persuasion check as well.
I'm going to use a luck point just because I will literally use every single one. Ooh.
Table doesn't count.
And another.
Fuck.
Ooh, that's what I was looking for. 19.
Okay. All right. Letters?
Yeah, I'd like to speak in Undercommon, because I reckon the big man speaks Patch pretty good. Hey, it's Letters. We met once or twice. Hey, Grimbar. I don't exactly know how to ask this. Because if someone were to ask me if they could take Clak away from me, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves. In not so nice words. But you see, I made a promise with him that we weren't gonna die. And I don't break promises, and I'm really close. I'm really close to. Look, that doesn't matter, man. Just there is no point in living forever if Clak isn't there. So I would really, really, really appreciate it if you would not tell me to go fuck myself. Letters, Blackwater.
All right. What kind of check would you like to make?
I think that's persuasion.
Absolutely.
I mean, fuck, I think it has to be. It's my cool cape affected god.
I was just gonna ask.
You will get advantage.
Okay, you fucking, what a cool DM. What a fucking.
It's not because of the cape.
Feel like it billows, but sadly.
Double threes. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay. So as you struggle to find the words in this moment of intense pain, you make your plea. All right, Nepentha. If you will roll a d20 for me, please.
$14.
Okay. As you stand there for a moment in silence, you can feel the warmth from the hearth bathing all of you as you watch the diamonds slowly dissolve. You feel the earth beneath your feet start to rumble and shake as you watch the ground beneath Clak rise up, the stone almost morphing into claw-like hands, pulling him down into the stone,
I keep my hand
completely
on top of him.
disappearing as you feel your hand become level with the floor.
I cast Meld into stone. I'm going after him.
You feel the stone push you back out as it rises, almost like a heartbeat, as you watch his form start to rise with you as you are getting pushed out by this as well, struggling to stay beneath. You watch as those claws kind of raise back up, and in the place of where the wound was, you can see that pink stone, like the heartstones within the scar, running up all of the cracks. And you watch as it glows with this beautiful pink light. It slowly starts to fade to gray as you watch the stone claws kind of release around Clak. What? You made it.
Dog a pile.
Welcome back.
Fucking fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Clak is alive.
Fuck
And
you.
then
Fuck
I
you. Fuck you.
cast-
Fuck you. I fucking grab his fucking face and I just pour all 5 of my lay on hands right into his goddamn eyeballs.
Sorry, I just did what I thought you guys would do.
Yeah, we're so fucking dumb, you fucking
He is right. That is what we would do.
We're gonna throw a 5th level cure wounds for my boy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll be okay.
Shut up, you don't get
And
a
you
choice.
see he's kind of instinctually like,
Whoa. Oh, I'm hungry.
I just start breaking stone off the wall.
No, not for me here.
Oh.
He just ate 1,000 diamonds. He's great.
35, 40.
All right.
40 hit points back to our boy.
I fucking look at just someone in the room and I say, "You get granite now."
see one of the refugees is like, yeah.
Tim,
ducks out
Tim,
into
I'm gonna try and see if I can find the bag.
All right. You do find the bag up on the workbench. You find the bag of holding next to the talisman.
He's so smart.
And his big backpack.
Do I find a mandolin?
You do not.
No.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Mandolin is not there.
No.
Oh my.
So bad.
Oh my god.
Is my polar bear coat?
What else is not there, Tim?
Okay.
Tim, what else is not there?
Everything else seems to be in the bag.
Raven's Gate?
In the bag of holding, right? It was
Yeah.
in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bag of holding is still there. As far as you know.
I reach around and I immediately do a mental Rolodex of everything in my bag.
Put all that. It's all there. Some stuff you wish you had remembered was in there that has since...
Rotted? I don't have anything rotting in my bag, Tim.
Okay. Maybe you'd taken it out.
Tim, I keep very good context and there is nothing rotting in this bag.
For the new folks that have joined us from the raid, Tim, can you quickly explain why the
mandolin is so
bad?
fucking bad, Tim.
So the mandolin is from another dimension, and it was created sort of in another universe, essentially in the multiverse. And in that universe, the Queen Elegansis had this thing made from all the essentially all of the gods. She stole their voices and used it to create the strings. She was trying to be able to create an instrument that she could then forge a new world with by playing it into existence, because all of the universes kind of vibrate on different frequencies.
Tim, you got to drop the name of the thing too for context.
It's Vibrato Mori is the name of it. And just before she was able to do that in her own universe, it was stolen and flung into another dimension, into another universe, which turned out to be their universe.
It's a guitar that can make a universe.
That's all
it's
you
a guitar that can make a universe. And
That's
it's really
as much
bad
as
in
you
the
need
hands
to
of our
give, but
enemies.
it's bad. It's
Before we despair, has anyone seen a harp? Has anyone seen a harp? Pretty small room. Everyone look under your seats.
Not there. I'm so sorry. I transformed. I wasn't thinking.
Clak. No. This is not on you. This is not on you.
Bad.
We need to let Adonis know.
Yes. Finin is one Wulfrene. Where is Kali?
Oh fuck, where's Kali?
She's not with you.
No, she banished letters. I mean, fuck. She banished Finin, then she banished letters, then she's banishing herself. So she might be in the ocean right now. Fuck! I was supposed to take her armor. Oh, this is bad. Because she can't swim in that. She probably. You should send to her. See what.
Do you have sending today?
Oh look, I haven't rested in a minute. We stayed up all night so that she could rest.
Oh, all right. I will call Kali now.
Right, cast sending. Roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh.
You just hear as Neppy realizes she's on another plane.
Timing wise, this is about 10 minutes after everyone left. You are still at the moment. You have not been seen, and the ice devils are kind of poking around.
Darling, where are you? Are you safe? Are you still in hell? I'm coming for you, wherever you are. Please. Where are you, darling?
I have 25 words.
25.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still in hell. I can't get back. Are the boys safe? That's 14. I will try to figure it out. Do I have 4 left? I love you. Neppy.
Is she stuck there? Letters?
No, she should be able to banish herself out. She banished me, she banished Finn. So
She said she can't get out. Did she lie to you?
no, that's crazy. There's got to be like a
Did she do that thing where she got you out? So she could get you out?
look, if we need a scribe, a scroll of plane shift, because I know where I was, so I can plane shift. We don't have a thing for there.
We have not had. Ulrika. I can call Ulrika. Maybe she's been to Stygia.
Oh, the fucking tour guide from.
Because I feel like Letters would remember this. Didn't Letters take a piece of the body of
Garion?
Garion? Didn't you take like a chunk
Oh
of it?
yeah, I've got a stinger. Is this a fucking?
Oh
Would
god.
this work?
Perhaps. Is he from
Fucking
that plane?
nasty. Oh, this is the guy. This is all
This is
that's left.
Garion's?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is. I mean, the rest of him is. Oh, y'all should have seen it. He doesn't exist. This is what's left. This is what he just fucking. He.
You killed an archdevil in.
I
with
feel like
spirit?
what we did was more than killing. Like he's fucking disintegrated. Like not to humble brag or whatever, but it was fucking. Like
You can make an Arcana check on that stinger.
we really
Yeah.
fucking impressed a Rakshasa. Like
Oh,
that dude was gassing us up.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh, Letters is off his game. 13.
You're pretty sure it would work.
Yeah,
You're
this is
like,
great. We got it.
Neppy, just before, please, we have to let the Adonis know about the mandolin.
Of course, of course. Tell you what. I can take us back to Wulfrene. No. Yes, I can. I can take us back to Wulfrene. And Finin is there. Finin is in Wulfrene. He landed at Temple Philenis, and Velvari kindly took him over. Tish let me know this a little while ago. So we can go there and speak to Adonis and get Finin and get Kali.
Okay.
Clak, are you feeling up for travel?
Yeah, whatever you need. I might take a minute at the keep. Maybe I should take a
Of
day.
course.
You guys do your thing. I should probably see the boys.
Yes.
Clack, by the way, fucking sick look. Like,
Oh yeah, you should
look
have seen.
fucking dope.
You should have seen when I went.
Like, I'm like
Crazy.
so stoked you're live, but I'm so pissed that you did that without me. Cause like,
It was very cool.
fucking
Love
bet it
Clack.
was. Fuck.
Fuck you, Tim, for fucking doing that shit. Monster.
We will get it back here.
I mean, it's either we get it back or
Or everything ends.
something like that. Yes.
Right? Because if that is the alternative, then we have to get it back. I am sorry. I almost lost my friend today.
Our friend. It's
Our friend, yes. Sorry. Of course, our friend. If everyone is all right, I will take us back to Wulfrene.
Yeah,
I can
let's
only
do it.
get us to Karenin, so we will have to walk to wherever Finin is. And then we take a little bit, no, not very long, and we have to go get Kelly.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I got it. I can take care of Finin.
Okay, all right.
We're all going to Adonis's, who has a store in Wulfar, right?
In
Wulfrene?
Wulfrene, yes.
Okay, sick.
Clak, I'll give you a second to gather yourself, and I'm gonna turn to Magrin.
Is there?
What do you need to finish the Dawn Prism? I know you said guidance, but how can we help?
Unless you can find some kind of recipe or something, or...
Ayun! Ayun knows everything!
I will try and commune with Cyr
Cyr.
and see if she can guide me, but
The
I'd
study?
appreciate any information you had.
The study letters?
Yeah!
We can't access that without Aegis. We've missed him.
Well, fuck it. Look, we've got in there, but back burner. If ever there was a place where a recipe is, it's in the study of all the fucking things on the planet. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, I'm gonna go massage Clak.
Microbiologist, thank you for the raid.
I'll keep it safe here, and yeah.
Can we... Cyr-Ang-Dun is in tatters. Is there anything that we can do to support you here? We have
No.
yet to find Gola. Goddess grace, we need to find Gola. Are there guards from Cyr-Ang-Dun around?
They have... Folks from Cyr-Ang-Dun have started to trickle in.
Is there anyone who looks like vaguely like any form of nobility or military or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as I do so. You see Neppy has like a fire in her belly at this point. There is like... That is going to be 13 plus 4 plus... that is 19.
Okay. It does take you a little bit, as you know, folks are kind of just trying to get a handle on what's going on. There's a lot of debris that is being dealt with. There's folks trickling in from down the Iron Spine corridor that's now been opened up, and folks kind of trickling in from Cyr-Ang-Dun. Everyone looks pretty rough at this point.
So people are coming to Cyr-Ang-Dun from Cyr-Ang-Dun.
Yeah.
And Cyr-Ang-Dun's just been absolutely ripped to tatters by the
Yeah, it's
bad. It's all
these
bad.
people, yeah, are
It's all bad.
in a bad way. But you also find within that there is a lot of
Hope.
people looking out for each other.
Of course.
There doesn't seem to be... You do notice that there are some folks in what look like military garb, but there's also a lot of stuff being shared.
Yeah.
So you find folks wearing military cloaks that are clearly not military. It seems like those have been sort of... Those titles and things like that
I've been stripped and lost at this
sort
point.
of been left to the side at this point. But you do find a dwarf who looks like he probably, like you can tell he's carrying a fairly hefty axe on his back, and his armor is partially taken off, but it looks like he probably was either in the military or the town or the city guard.
Sir, I have a question for you.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Were you stationed at the palace or part of the city guard?
No, I was just in the city guard. I wasn't in the palace.
Right. Were you stationed anywhere near the underport?
It was about 3/4 of the way down the spire.
There must potentially have been a contingent carrying a Duragar down to the underport. Did you see it?
I Like a ship? Or
A friend of mine was originally held prisoner in the palace and was taken to a boat in the underport. I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened, and I am desperate
right.
to get in touch with him.
A lot of ships went down when the spider fell, but I mean, I think some of the ships made it out, or
He might have made it out on a ship, right?
or he would have crashed into the rest of the port. I don't know, but your guess is as good as mine. But if I'll put my ear out for any Duragar.
His name is Golar. He is
Right.
Magrin. She is a very important person here.
Yeah, she's been.
Yes.
She saved all our lives.
He is her forge assistant, and she will need all the help she can get.
All right, I'll spread the word.
Sir, can I charge you with something?
Sure.
I know we do not follow the same God. I know we walk very different lives.
I'll be honest, I don't know really which God I follow now.
Right.
I think my God died.
He did. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But that woman, she's gonna save the world. I need her alive. I need her safe. And she needs to be able to do her work.
Right.
Please.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
$26.
Kind of looks, and he can tell how high the stakes are. He looks over at Magrin, who you can see is helping folks already. Well, she has my axe.
I put my hand out to shake his. High Priestess Nepenthe Lightkeeper.
Oh, name's Nog.
Real quick, Tim, is this a hill giant or a mountain giant? Because I have found my campaign 2 character, and I really got to know the details.
He's a mountain dwarf.
Cool, mountain dwarf named Nog. Sick. Can't
Is
make
that Nog or Nug?
Nog.
With an O.
Nog.
Yeah.
I clasp his hands.
It's a pleasure to meet you, High Priestess. Sorry,
Blessings.
I'm not really used to.
No, just Nepenthe is fine. And
Right.
the titles here.
Well, I will. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And talk to Magrin of Cyr. She has many wonderful, wonderful stories.
Right.
Be safe and be well, sir. We will be back as soon as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Truly. Thank you.
He kind of heads over towards Magrin and kind of starts helping her with helping everyone else.
Magrin, as I would make my way back to the group, Magrin will have someone looking out for her. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Let's biggity bounce.
And I would, with word of recall, take us back to Wulfrene.
All right.
To be back to Karenin. And then we would immediately leave and...
I'd say, you guys, I know where we're meeting. I'll catch up, and I'm going to start ritual casting Skywrite to inform Finn of where we're going to be.
And where are we going to be?
Fucking
Blackwater Keep?
Adonis's.
Adonis's, yes, good. Yes.
You word
For
of recall
context.
back to Blackwater Keep, right? Is
I
it or is
can't.
it
I can only word of recall back to Karenin because it's my home temple.
right?
Word of recall is attached to a temple.
Right.
For context, Finin doesn't know about Moradin, doesn't know about any of it, right?
No,
Nothing got. So we went to hell. That was the
Yeah.
end of the
y'all
communication.
know nothing.
Cool. That informs what I'm gonna do.
It's gonna take Trixie on a date, I think.
No, he's already. They're already on a date.
Yeah.
He sees this guy. He goes, Fuck. Oh, that was way quicker than I thought.
All right.
How urgent is the cloud? Give me
Okay.
what are the
Urgent
word?
in the
What are the-
Let me
Stygia.
figure out the wording. I thought we were going back to your home, so I could just shout through the streets. But yeah, it'll say Finin, big letters,
bold.
All
Let's
caps.
go.
Bold
All
letters.
caps.
It's neon
Meet
tinged.
at Adonis's. Now.
Right. That.
Now.
Not now.
Um,
Now.
I
I don't know how
read-
many words. I think I get like 30.
I read the 12th now, and I look at Trixie and I go, "That doesn't seem that urgent." No, you're fuck. Damn it. I really thought we had a day. I'm so sorry, Trixie. Also, I'm sorry for dropping like basically your boss in your room right after you got changed again. I was in
It's all
hell.
right.
Is that a good excuse? I was in hell, then not in the ocean.
Now.
She quickly cast bless on you.
Thank you.
Just next time, don't come right from hell to the temple.
In fairness, I did have a stop off at the home temple. So bye, and I give a kiss on the cheek, and I just
You arrive at Adonis's first because they're at Karena's estate. You knock on the door. There's no answer.
Adonis. Letters. Khale. Fucking could have gotten another hour at least on my date. God's damn. I'm just gonna sit down with my back to the door. Just put like fully like ass on the cement, just waiting.
All right. The rest of you arrive at Adonis's.
Hi.
Um,
How's everyone
see.
doing?
Finin sitting against the door.
Where's Kali?
She's stuck.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
You knock on the door, Khale. There's no answer.
I have keys, right?
You have keys.
Yeah. I go in. What is there? Does it?
Door's
Adonis?
locked.
Adonis, Addy?
It's not there.
Does the place look okay?
Make an investigation check.
Any more chaotic than it normally does?
I would love to give you advantage on that and help you out as you look around.
Oh, that's a natty 20. Where was that?
Hey.
earlier?
Get that wizard watch.
Because my investigation is bad. 21.
21. You kind of look around and you can see there's like in the back a meal is sitting kind of half empty. A meal for two. Seems to be two settings. And you can see there is a bottle of wine that is finished, but there's a little bit of wine in one of the glasses, a smaller glass. And make a history check for me, please.
Can I smell the wine to see if it's sour?
Smells like wine.
History.
But not been sitting here for a while.
19.
It seems like it's been out for a little bit, but not super long. 19. As you kind of look in the back room, you notice that one of the walls, where there's usually like a coat rack, that coat rack has been moved. And so there's like a clear space against the wall that's been sort of cleared. And it seems like it's sort of been hastily moved.
And knock on the wall.
Thank you, Lord Long, for the raid.
You wait a little bit. And then you watch as a door kind of opens. Hi, guys. You see Yana opens the door to her mansion. And you see Adonis kind of crouched down behind her. Have you ever seen it in here?
You motherfucker,
Oh
Tim.
my God.
It's crazy. She's got a little mansion.
She does.
She does.
Oh,
Oh my
fucking
God.
hell.
All the freaky little
Eddie.
butler ghosts.
Adonis,
What is it?
I fucked up.
What happened? Where's Kali?
That's part of the fuck up. She's in hell.
That's not part of you. You don't have any responsibility for that, though.
I mean, we just generally fucked up, but the mandolin got taken.
You watch as Adonis kind of steps out and stands up to his full height. It's very bad.
By the Matron of Vengeance.
Finn's eyes go wide.
Liana, I need you to go to where we were talking about. And you watch as he pulls out a small kind of crystal orb and he puts it in Yana's hand.
Tim, before as I'm doing this, I just want to inside check. I want to make sure this is actually Adonis.
Okay.
Smart.
Knowing what I know about him and his nature and the way he would act. Also, if Yana is herself or...
Yeah.
Trust no one, not even your own party.
28.
Let's go.
Seems his demeanor has changed, but
Yeah.
it seems like with the gravity of the situation, it's like
Right, a totally reasonable change of demeanor. Like this is him.
Although you've never seen him like this, so
Of course,
it is
of course.
it's a little off-putting. And Yana kind of nods her head. It's good to see you guys.
You too, Yana.
Closes her eyes, and you watch as she kind of shimmers out.
Where did you send her? Where did she go?
I can't tell you.
Fine. Is she safe?
Yes, for now.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Where is the Matron of Vengeance?
She's still in the negative energy plane. She's struck last in Cyr-Ang-Dun.
She killed Moradin.
Sorry, what?
Moradin's dead.
Don't. We'll catch you up.
Okay.
It's a long story.
This is very bad.
Yes.
I trusted all of you. I don't know what that mandolin could do to this universe. We don't have much time to find out.
No, we don't.
So I suggest you find it as soon as possible.
We will.
Can you get us to hell? The particular plane that Letters knows.
Stygia.
Did
Can you
you?
get us to Stygia?
I can. That place fucking sucks.
Yeah, fucking tell me
So
about it.
bad.
We just need
That's-
Kali.
Callie's there.
And
We
we
got to
can-
get her, and then we'll get the fucking mandolin.
We're doing everything we can, Adonis. Please. I know. We're
I
doing
don't
everything we can.
understand why she would want it.
Truth be told, we don't actually know who has it.
Clak, do
Clak.
you remember what happened?
Oh shit, Clak is taking
No.
a day. Oh,
Yeah.
good, he
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I don't know. I don't remember anything after I got stabbed. It was Cordelia who hit me. She must have taken it.
I don't believe the mandolin. I don't believe she would want the mandolin. But maybe she does.
Neppy, can you scry on it?
I can't scry on an item.
Just scry on Cordelia and see if maybe she has it.
Only if I'm in the negative energy plane. I have to be on the same plane as her or it fails.
Right.
And
From what I've been looking into, I believe emissaries from the universe that thing came from somehow traveled to many other universes.
The Nautilus shells, perhaps.
What Nautilus shells?
When we were in the Astral Sea, we saw a Nautilus shell leaving an island. We told you this.
Could it be
We've seen
Cora?
it. We've seen another Nautilus shell in essentially an attic, a museum of a collector of.
A ship? What was it?
Looked like a bassinet for a child.
That must be it.
The inscription read. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Halora was. Which arc were we in? We were in Knowledge and Vengeance. That would have been stuff, the episode with the attic, which was episode Antiquities in the Attic, episode 124.
I like the idea that Neppy has written everything down that we've done and does refer to our adventures as episodes. While we were in Halora's, that was episode 63. Neppy, are you good? Like
The system of note taking.
The whole time this is happening, Khale's just trying to catch Adonis's eye.
You do.
It was made of metal, tarnished by what looked like heat, and was not magic, but given to this collector as a gift. It vibrated. Yana checked the ether magic on it, and it was not in tune with this universe. The inscription was in a language similar to Qualith, but more complex, harder to comprehend. She sensed what language was from a different universe, out of step with ours, and the inscription said, "Let our envoys carry our symphonies through silence. When her flesh is born anew, the aria will become a duet."
It must have been it.
So someone has come to this universe in that shell.
I don't think they were alone.
No, two. The aria being a duet. Two.
And the Nautilus shell you saw in the Astral Sea?
It outpaced us.
What
We
kind
tried to
of creatures were on that shell? On that ship?
Mind flares, yeah.
It looked like a mind flare, but it was an illusion on the island. We had no idea.
this be Cora.
Yes. She's in the Astral Sea, and she is far worse. I saw her in a pool, her head elongated. She looked part humanoid, part mind flayer, with tentacles where her legs were. Nothing like what she looked like.
Would you say she was born anew?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you could say that for sure.
Definitely. You're muted, Em.
No, I'm not. I'm just speaking quietly.
Mm.
The aria will become a duet.
Cora and the person who made the mandolin.
Queen Elegansis. From the information I pulled from the mandolin, that felt like an ice pick in my brain.
I don't believe the Queen made the trip.
No.
I
Who
think
else
she's
did
been
then?
born again.
You
Oh,
think Cora's the
fucking
queen?
God
Oh God. What
damn.
disgrace.
Fuck.
The aria.
Why can't we just have one nice time?
That's not our lot, Finin.
No, I know. I'm just giving this one moment to complain about it, have a little whinge.
Well, I suggest you stop the aria from becoming a duet and get that mandolin.
Of course.
Yep.
Someone's trying to take it to her.
Okay. All right. First stop, hell. Next stop, Astral Sea.
There's so much on our plate right now. Fuck.
We have to. No, we get Kali back. We take
First stop, hell.
first stop hell. We have to. We have to get it back.
Yeah.
We have a bit of time before Magrin will need some time with the Dawn Prism to finish it. So we have a little bit of time.
I mean, she needs guidance. So look, first stop, hell. First stop,
First
hell.
stop hell.
Then we come back here. We figure out where from there.
Yes.
That gives you time to think about where to send us next. We've all got a job. Adonis has a job. We've got a job. Yana's got a job. Also, it's so cold there. We should really go now. It's deeply unpleasant, and she doesn't have my house on fire.
Adonis, call if there is anything, and I will do the likewise.
Right. And you watch as he kind of weaves the magic around you.
Can I give you directions of where to take us specifically?
Just give me a second.
Okay.
And you watch as he goes into the other room and he starts like pulling through things and finally kind of pulls out a spell scroll. Here, you do it. I'm staying here.
That's great. I love that. All right.
Just before you go, Khale.
We noticing when he says Khale, I literally grab Clak and Finin and letters, and I say, "We'll meet you outside, Khale."
Why are you
And
shoving it away? Oh, okay,
I take them outside.
Right. Jeez.
Neppy, with her high passive insight, knows the situation.
We leave.
I'm not angry with you.
You know, I'm disappointed with myself. I let you down.
It's all right. It was a terrible burden I put on all of you.
The problem is that I got caught up in trying to help, and I should never have left it with Clak. I thought it was better than taking it into a. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Khale. I brought you here for a reason. There aren't many folks throughout the multiverse who vibrate on more than one frequency. They stand out. Their fates are tied beyond their own world. You have an immense burden on your shoulders, Khale. But know that I care about you. And I'm here with you.
I would take his hand.
He kind of pulls you in. I don't know what's going to happen. But I don't want to see this universe destroyed.
Me either.
But it's not your fault that the mandolin got taken. And don't get yourself killed trying to get it back. And he kisses you.
As I pull back, I would say, is that you talking as Adonis or you talking as the keeper?
It's me, Adonis.
I just rest my head on his shoulder for a second and hold him.
He braces you back. There's still time.
If things go badly, if I tell you that I won't get myself killed to get it back, you need to tell me that you're not going to get yourself killed either.
Of course not. No one can kill me. You guys will save me. That's what's happened every time. That's why I keep them around.
They are useful.
Extremely.
I'll bring it back.
All right. Go.
And I'd walk out, join the rest.
Letters is holding that big stinger. Adonis, this'll work, right? The stinger? That'll get me
Oh
there.
shit, is that from Garion?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Gary's
yeah.
stinger.
I
Oh,
flew through Garion's
absolutely.
chest in hell. It was awesome.
Oh, he is the worst.
Well,
He was the
Not
worst.
anymore.
Yeah. Formerly the worst. All right, seriously though, it's so gross there. Clack, give me my polar bear. Give me my polar bear.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Thank
kinda pulls out
you.
the big-
Everyone,
I am
you're
gonna stay behind though, guys.
I love that look for you.
I am so fucking tired.
Yeah.
Go to
Give my
keep,
love to the
have a
boys.
nap.
Yeah.
Everybody
Tell Kelly
button
I
up.
love her.
Clack, wait,
Yeah.
Clack, can you as much as you're willing to, can you tell Kamea what happened in Cyr-Ang-Dun?
Yeah.
There are refugees.
course.
Wulfrene, she will know what Wulfrene at this time was. They need help.
Yeah,
And Magrin and her safety,
of course.
please.
Also,
Thank
if you like unpack the bag and you find the mandolin in like I just missed it, just let us know.
That'd be
Oh, yeah,
great.
okay,
yeah.
will do.
That'd be. I mean, fingers
God,
crossed.
that'd be embarrassing, right?
Does Clak have almost would be like a kintsugi like pattern on him, or does it look like it's just his body?
It has now, since like it's it's a slightly different color, but it's not like a metal or anything. It is still
Right.
stone. But like you can
It's
see,
no longer rose.
it is like, yeah, it's not pink anymore. It's kind of faded out to a kind of a gray. But it's a darker gray, almost like whetstone. So it will slowly fade, but you can see where the impact was. Like it's like he has a scar there. It's essentially like as much like that's how stone scars.
Tight.
I just before we leave, I kneeled down to him so that we're like at eye level, and I like if there was a crack on his arm or something that wasn't like in a place where I wouldn't touch, without his consent, I would just trace my finger along it. You're his champion, you know that?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
I kiss him on the forehead. And then I offer my hand up to one of the boys who helped me stand up.
I
And
draw my
then-
weapons. All right, Blackwater, let's go to hell
right.
and fuck some shit up.
So as you plane shift back, we are going to jump back just a little bit to Kali.
Yeah.
Kali, as the ice devils begin to move around and begin their search, I
They're
need you to
looking
make
for me.
They're looking all around. They're kind of trying to find out what has happened. I need you to make a stealth check for me.
We love making stealth checks. Da, 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 da. Okie dokie. How does a 16 sound?
Okay.
So as you kind of go to look over the snowbank to kind of survey everything, you kind of try to stay low to the ground, you kind of peek over, you kind of duck back down. Pretty sure you were out of sight. A little bit of time goes by. You kind of go to peek over again.
in the time that a little bit of time goes by, can I cast Death Ward on myself?
Sure.
Okay. I am going to do. Wait, am I going to do that? Sorry,
It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, I can't do that. I lied. I'm not going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay. So as you kind of pull your cloak around you venture to steal another glance over the hill.
Yeah.
And as you do, you pop over and you come face to face with an ice devil. I need you to roll initiative.
Get it, baby. You can do it.
Okay. Okay.
There's 3 of them.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, I gotta fire up this. There's too many cues now. There we go.
I believe in Kali. You fucking got this.
All right.
Thank you to all of our new followers tonight. So happy to have you here, as Kali's gonna fucking wreck some shit.
What was your initiative?
19.
19.
Hell
All
yeah,
right.
hell
So
yeah.
even though you are a bit surprised that it's in front of you, you managed to act first. So you are on a little bit of a hill, and there's one right there, and then there's 2 more that are probably about 40 feet away.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is wings, which is an action. And then the second thing I am going to do is I'm going to Shield of Faith myself, which is a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to fly up a little bit, so I'm up.
All right. So you fly up a little bit. Your wings kind of outspread. The one in front of you holding its spear kind of is going to jab up at you. And it's going to make a spear attack.
Spear.
That is a 26 to hit.
That is my armor class, yes.
Okay, so the spear hits. So we'll do that damage first. So it's 11, 16 piercing damage and 10 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Con save, and I just have to roll above a 10?
No, this is for something else. This is not for the. That will come after.
Oh, so this is. Oh, it's not a concentration.
This
check,
has
it's
to
a
do with the
con
spear.
Save. Oh.
Yeah, con save.
Tricky spears. I see.
Not a
I
concentration
see. I
check.
don't like it. I don't like the tricky spears. 22.
22. Yep, that succeeds. And now I'll have you make a concentration check, and you do need to get over. What was the? It was 16 plus
10.
10 is 26. So you got to get over 13 because you don't have Warcaster.
I don't have Warcaster. I got a 15.
Yeah, so you managed to keep Shield of Faith up. It's going to try and attack you now with its. It's going to try to bite you.
Fair enough, dude.
That's only a 17. So you managed to kind of kick it off with your foot. The other 2 are going to run up. How high are you in the air?
10 feet, I'd say.
10 feet. Okay. One of them is going to. You watch as one of them runs up, and you watch as it pushes its hands up as a wall of ice comes up over top of you in a hemispherical dome. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Would love to do that. Would love to make a dexterity saving throw. 16.
That is not enough. So you'll take the full cold damage.
I love cold.
She loves cold.
I love the cold.
36 points of cold damage.
36?
Yep. And you are encased in this dome at the moment.
Can I not reach them? Or am I just
No,
can't fly away?
It literally created a dome around you.
To trap me?
You're in your own personal Thunderdome with the
Yeah.
boys.
It's 1
Very
foot
fun.
thick.
1 foot thick.
1 foot.
They're not in it with me? They've just trapped me?
No. Yeah. They've trapped you inside.
I love
And
that.
it's like almost like a wall of flame. It is dealing cold damage to you as you stay in here.
As I stay in here. Very fun.
Yeah. And the other devil is going to. It runs up and it's going to hold its action for if you escape. Any
If
part of
I
you escapes, it's going to
escape.
attack you. All right. It is back to Kali's turn.
Back to Kali's turn. Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been trapped in ice before. This is a new one for me. Can I try and break the ice?
Yes, you may.
Can I ask a question?
Or you
about
can try to
breaking
move through it. It's like it's kind of frigid air and ice. It's not like a fully solid dome, so you could try to move through it.
I take damage moving through it, eh?
Yes. Oh no, if a section is destroyed, then you can try to move through it.
Okay, if a section is destroyed. So I have to, okay, I have a question about destroying this. I have 2 thoughts in my head about trying to destroy it. I have one, just strength, just brute strength. Second, I have a javelin of lightning.
Okay.
Could I throw the javelin of lightning through the ice? Would that work?
You could try.
Pokemon logic would dictate that ice types are vulnerable to lightning.
Say anything about
You're
lightning.
speaking right to Tim's heart when you talk about Pokemon types.
I may be wrong. I haven't played since Red and Blue, but
I think I'm stronger than the javelin though. Can I try and break it?
Yep.
I'm stronger than a javelin.
Okay.
It's you. That's what you said.
That's just an attack?
It is an attack roll.
That's just an attack roll. Okay, I did indeed. What do I add to an attack roll?
Just like it's like a regular sword attack. Your plus whatever.
My plus 11?
Yeah.
It's plus 12. It's plus 12. Okay, okay. That is a 20.
Its AC is 5, so you're good.
Oh, it is?
That's a wall.
Oh, it's a wall? Okay. I don't know.
Roll that damage.
Roll that damage. Oh, just with my... Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit scattered. Oh my god. Okay. 1d8, 2d8. Okay, 2d8 plus 6. Okay, 2d8 plus 6. Sorry, everything I'm using is over on this monitor. That's why I'm...
All good.
2. Not 12, 2. I wish it was 12. $15 points of damage.
Yeah, so you slash into it and a huge sheet kind of falls off. It's still intact, but you do damage to it.
Can I get through it and do my second attack once I'm
You
through?
can try to attack the wall again for your second attack. It has not come down.
Oh, I
enough.
still can't.
Yeah.
Okay. I will attack it again then. That is 17 points of damage.
Yes, that is. You have now done enough damage that part of it comes down. You can try to move through it if you want.
I would love to move through it and up.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Constitution saving throw. 24.
Yes. So yeah, you managed to move through. So you take half damage on the cold. It was 19 all up, so you take 10 cold damage as you move through.
Okay.
And yeah, you do manage to fly up. How high would you like to fly?
I would like to fly. I can. Can I be 20 feet above them?
Sure.
I'd love to be 20 feet above them.
All right.
And that's all I can do.
All right.
Oh boy, he's getting the books.
Oh boy, he's getting the books.
Boy, he's getting the books.
God dang it, guys, he's getting
Wait, can
the
I
books.
check one thing for a bonus action?
What would you like to do for the bonus action?
No, that is not a bonus action. Is that a bonus action? Is a Channel Divinity a bonus action?
Says if it is.
Yeah, it'll say if it is.
Some are, some aren't. Most cleric ones are actions. I don't know about paladins. I know your Turn the Tide one, I think, is a bonus action. But I don't know about your...
If you're looking at the actions page, you can click on, this is on D&D Beyond,
It
you
is.
can click bonus actions and just look at all the bonus actions that you've got.
I can. Actions page. All attack, action, bonus action. Thank you so much.
There she is.
I am going to do some quick math to make sure I can do this. Math is hard.
Quick maths.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
So no bonus action right now.
All right. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, nar.
Those are the bad saving throws.
25.
Okay. Yep. You feel kind of a tickle in the back of your brain.
Okay.
But you kind of shake it off.
Okay.
Then it is going to be the Ice Devil's turn.
Yeah.
They're gonna hold their action for when you get in range. You see as they kind of like spread out sort of within 10 feet of each other because they have reach.
Okay.
They are all kind of waiting underneath you.
Sucks. Okay. Oh, is it my turn then?
It is your turn.
Okay. Can I fly 10 feet down?
Yes. You are within reach now, so they're going to take their attacks.
Okay.
So the first one's going to go with its spear.
Yeah.
That is a 25 to hit.
No.
Haha.
And then it's going to try to get you with its tail. That's a 24 to hit, so that doesn't
No.
hit. And then the other two are going to take their 3 attacks. The first one's a 17. Second one's a 23. And the last one's a 27.
Yes.
Okay, so it gets you with a tail. So that's
Love that armor of faith.
13 points of bludgeoning damage plus another 11 points of cold damage. So that's 24 all up. So
Yeah.
half of that is 12 for the concentration check.
Concentration check. Love
which is
that.
the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. 14.
That does it.
That does it. All right, and then the last one is going to go. The last one is going to use its wall of ice
Bitch.
to put up a wall behind you,
Okay.
kind of like on an angle above you.
Yeah.
So I'll need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Love that for me. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. 19.
19. Okay, that's a success. So you'll take half damage. So that's another 34 points cut in half is 17 points of cold damage, and I'll need you to make another concentration check just above 10.
You got this.
11.
Nice. So
Nice.
yes, your Shield of Faith is up, and it is your turn.
It is my turn. It is my turn, isn't it?
You got this.
Okay. I'm gonna use my channel divinity. To cast Turn the Tide. As bonus action, each creature of your choice, me, regains 1d6 plus 4 HP.
Nice.
Okay. Fucking beautiful. I rolled a 6, so 6 plus 4 is
10.
not
Yeah.
10.
Nice.
I'm simply gonna not damage myself 10. Sorry.
Good strat. Good strat.
Good strat. Which is it the same one that's been casting the wall of ice?
No, it seems like two different ones.
Two different ones? Okay, the one that just casts the wall of ice,
Mhm.
I am going to attack it twice.
Okay.
Once per day, I can extend the reach of my sword with 10 feet of vines from my arm, so I'm not going to go any closer to it.
Okay.
I'm going to stay 10 feet away from it. I'm going to roll my attacks.
Fucking
Okay.
love your sword. It's so dope.
30
Yep.
and 28.
Those hit.
Okay. No. Yeah, that's 30. 18 plus 12?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna do damage. Fiends?
Yes.
So
Yes,
much, so
absolutely.
fiendish.
Okay.
With wings.
Yeah. Yeah, regular hit. Okay, I found it. Sorry. Okay, good. Okay. I'm smiting on this.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Get that
Do
smite,
that.
baby. Also, I love that our voices just come from the void. Just cheering Lennon on from the void.
Yeah,
It makes me
it's
so
what
happy.
Kali hears. I have to get my calculator out again.
That's good. That's a good sign. That means it's a big number. I like when we get calculators out. It's a good sign. Big number. No whammies.
121 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Nice. Yes, you just carve into it.
Okay.
right.
That's all I can do. That's my bonus action and my action.
Sounds good.
Those
And
are
I have a wall of ice behind me, so I assume I can't move back or up anymore.
Yeah, you could try to fly, but you'd have to fly around. And you would
Okay.
know they would get attacks of opportunity.
Attacks of opportunity. Yeah.
I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh boy.
You got this.
Imagine you were just like in a class and you're just like, I need to do this. And someone goes, oh boy. That's a 28.
Oh.
20? Yeah. You're fine. All right. It is. No. Okay. It is the Ice Devil's turn.
Yeah, it is.
The Ice Devil with the
Something is gunning
spear,
for her.
Something else is making
Yeah.
those wisdom.
Yeah.
With the spear is going to try to attack.
If it's the Baron, I'm simply gonna piss my pants, just so we all know.
That's a 28 to hit.
Yes.
All right.
So bad.
This session has everything.
God.
All right, so that's 13 points of piercing damage and 12 points of cold damage, so 25 all up. So first will be a Constitution saving throw for the effect of the spear.
Okay, Constitution
Effect of the
saving
spear.
throw for the icky spear. This isn't gonna make it. 17.
That is just a success.
Ooh, fresh.
All right.
You got it.
And then it's going to make...
Oh, do I have to make a concentration check?
Yes, concentration check for me.
Above
Above, what was it, 25 all
5?
up? Right?
Yeah.
So
So
12 or 13?
12 or
13.
13.
13.
I got 2.
Boo!
Your Shield of Faith drops.
My Shield of Faith drops.
It's going to attack you with its tail.
Yeah.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus 9 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then the other two are going to attack you now with, they get 3 attacks because they don't have spears. So the first is
God.
bite.
Yeah.
That's only a 15. That's a 21. And that is a 23 to hit.
No.
Okay, so that one doesn't get you, as you manage to kind of fend off all the attacks. The other one is going to try to get you. That is a 27 to hit, a 24 to hit,
Yes.
and a 23 to hit. So that one doesn't. So
No.
the first two do. So it's going to get you with its bite. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
Plus...
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm down.
Fuck.
alright. So the other attack, it attacks you again. So you fail 2 death saving throws.
Yeah.
And it is going to be... it is back to your turn. So you can make a death saving throw for me, please.
A death saving throw. Yeah.
Come on.
It's a 10.
That is just enough.
That's a success.
Success.
Okay, good.
And you feel, you wouldn't, you're unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So
You can tell the audience what I feel.
yeah, if you want to take off your headphones.
All of us?
Yeah,
of us are
actually,
there.
everyone take off your headphones. This is
Oh,
just
this
for
is
the audience.
oh, this is so cute. Just a one-on-one with the DM and the audience. Ugh, yuck.
So as Kali lies face down in the snow, bleeding and cold, a figure becomes visible. A familiar dire wolf cloak, pulled back. It holds up a hand.
Oh, fuck.
No. We will bring her in alive. And that's where we're going to end it
I
tonight.
thought
What?
this was
Tim's
it.
eyes. I didn't hear it. I saw Tim's eyes and I knew it was bad.
I didn't
I
even
saw
get-
him cliff litching. I've never seen him cliff litching
Fucking
without sound
knew it.
before, but I knew it was like
Soundless
this is where it
cliff
ends.
Fucking, I saw his face and I was like, we're gonna put our headphones back on and that's where we're gonna end it. I do love that Tim motioned like this, I think, or maybe
And we
it was
all were like,
this,
huh?
and everyone put their headphones back on. They were like, oh, okay. I think I figured out. I think this was Hood. I think it's the fucking Rakshasa.
It is. It's absolutely the Rakshasa. 100%.
100%.
100%. Guys,
Motherfucker.
this is Blackwater D&D. We have, wow, what a session. So some stuff happened
baby.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm like in shell shock.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
a lot.
a wild session.
Tim, we had a
Bit of
nice day.
That's when you know it's gonna be bad.
I know, we had a nice day with our children. Yeah,
I think my favorite thing though is you say you always had a nice day, and that really warms my heart.
yeah, we do. Our children are great. So holy bananas. We will be back again on Monday, where Adam and I just chill out.
I'm gonna paint a dog.
I'm gonna
It's not quite a dog. It's not quite a dog. It's a big tusk dog. But it's
A
a
real
dog.
life dog.
A real dog.
I gotta
I'm
prime
gonna get
him.
it all
Paint a
covered
real
in
dog.
I'm
paint.
a real
I'll
dog.
paint a dog.
I'll paint a dog.
I'll paint a dog. So
I'll do it.
we are going to be back on Monday, where we are going to do some painting. I'm going to paint a boat. Adam's going to paint a dog. It's going to be real nice.
Dog adjacent.
Dog
Dog
adjacent.
adjacent.
Tusks.
And then come back on Wednesday, where myself and Tim and Adam and Sean are going to be playing some DM Roulette with our dear new friend Lauren Urban, also known as
Oh,
Lauren
yeah.
Obo, a longstanding
fun.
DM associated with Idle Champions and D&D just in general, as well as our friend Dave from Careful Cantrip, and maybe one other guest that I'm particularly excited about, or it'll just be me. So that's really nice too. So please come back on Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we will back next Saturday to do more winning of D&D. We are winning D&D.
Are we?
Yeah.
Am I coming
winning.
back? Am I coming tomorrow? I mean, next Saturday
Yeah.
with my Kali sheet.
Yeah, you're still alive for
Okay.
now.
Cool.
As far as you know. So
As far as I know.
Well, everything's going to heck in a handbasket.
Sure is.
We are gonna raid someone here. So I think we're gonna raid a wonderful streamer named OK Katie May. It looks like they have a season 2 premiere of their new D&D campaign, which sounds
sick.
super awesome.
Let's
So
go.
please send your love from Blackwater D&D over there. Tell everyone. Len, do you want to come up with a raid message for us?
Yeah, I don't have our emotes, so I can't use them.
That's totally
Wow. Wow.
That's super fine.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'll do it because I am subbed. to
Okay.
Blackwater
Thank you.
D&D.
To be fair, I think Tim's mom
Fucking
gifted him a sub
wild.
earlier this evening.
she did. So I got the emotes now.
Yeah, Tim has the
What up?
emotes.
So thank you
Alright.
all.
I put glasses on my meat,
Uh,
but
Len
Thank
K just giving you a
you.
That's
sub.
a great move.
Okay,
I also
thank
like
you
the
so much. Now I have them. Now I
Now I
have
have
them.
them.
I
So
also like the
please,
glasses on the spider milk. That's a personal favorite.
yeah. So please, we're gonna head on over there. So stick around in our outro screen, and once I'm in the outro
Nope.
screen, and we'll get you ready
And
somebody just gifted
raid. You a sub.
Thank
you, Kay.
I'm so excited for next week. So we're gonna hop into that outro screen and stick around. And remember, if you're feeling really far from your friends and you lose something really, really important, know that there's always going to be someone out there who has your back and help you be safe. Good night, everyone. Stick around in that outro screen.